Hey, good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Reimer Center here in Purcell, Oklahoma, campus of Purcell High School, as we get set for Friday night action. The Lindsay Leopardettes and Leopards on the road to take on the Lady Dragons and the Dragons. Hi, my name is Greg Peary. Glad you joined us here tonight on a Friday night in Purcell. As we get set for this matchup, we'll bring in my partner and color commentator and Glenn Shoemate. Glenn, the Leopards and Leopardettes coming into tonight's matchup 1-0, take on this Purcell team who is having their second game of the season as well. So they played Washington the other night. So we'll talk a little more about some of that. But the Leopards and Leopardettes looked good the other night. I'm impressed, and I'm excited to see how they perform here tonight against a couple of good Purcell teams. I would bet you're absolutely right. Correct. Yeah, Purcell girls lost to Washington 59-54. In that contest on last Tuesday night against Washington, and Purcell boys beat Washington pretty handily, 64-46. Again, a very short Washington team. You know that they've got a lot of their athletes out on the football field tonight, so they were not in the gym. But again, this this is a Purcell team that brings back 4 of their 5 starters, talking about the Lady Dragons, 4 of their 5, in fact, the Dragons do as well, from last year. Girls team went 16-10 last year. They've got a brand-new head coach, though, here in Purcell. Tony Cooper takes the reins over from David Sykes, and Tony comes in. He was assistant coach at Norman, St. Mary's, I think, before that, but comes in and picks up a team that went 16-10 last season, and we covered them all the way to the consolation finals there at Enid, the chance to go to the area tournament, or the area finals rather, consolation finals. But that was it's a really good Purcell team, and they're just that much better now this year. Yeah. Well, again, they'll bring back the starters from last year, KK Eck, Lauren Holmes, Kenneth Esparza. You've also got, who's the other one I'm missing, Hadley Harp. Starters from last year played so well, did some good damage against the Leopardettes. So those two teams played each other very close last year. And, in fact, the Leopardettes beat them. I was going to try to pull that up here real quick, but we're going to run short on time. But, again, the Leopardettes, just quickly talking about them, we've talked about the Lady Dragons. Girls coming off of a big win against Ridge Creek. It was a close game by 6 at the end of 1. The Leopardettes had a 12-point lead at halftime, but they stretched that out to a 17-point lead at the end of 3, ended up winning it by 25, 46-21, but got 14 points from Cameron Perry. She had 4 threes in the ball game, had 12 from Maddie McGowan, and 10 from Cannon Russell. She had a couple of threes in the game as well, but the Leopardette defense really looked good the other night.
Last couple of years.
Well, the Leopardettes held Bridge Creek with no player in double figures Morgan Whitaker had 8 in the ball game before she fouled out there about midway through the fourth quarter. Outside of that, they had 2 players with 4 points, one with 3, one with 2. So the Leopardette defense really stood out, and I know that that's something that Coach Cater has really stressed. They are going to put high-pressure defense on you all over the floor, and they're going to move on offense. They're going to make you chase them all over the floor. So I really think he's got a good game plan. He's got the girls with the talent to do it, to keep the ball moving, keep yourself moving on the floor, make them chase you, just try to wear them down.
Yeah, and offensively, like you said, they have a lot of motion in their offense, but they're also looking inside. And so you've got some weapons this year that really came on at the end of last year with Maddie McGowan and Emily Stone that can get it done inside as well. So they still lean on the 3 quite a bit, but they've got those other options now, those other weapons down low that can't do anything but help.
Well, we're going to send it over to actually Andrew. ESPN Lion is on the computer tonight. JD is home with some family members that are having some health issues, so we're going to let him off tonight, and Andrew and the KK running the camera for us tonight. But we're going to send it over. We'll test some words from our fine sponsors. We'll be back with your starting lineups and the tip-off between the Purcell Lady Dragons and the Lindsay Leopardettes right after this timeout. Leopardette basketball brought to you by the First National Bank in Lindsay right here on KBLP Live.
First National Bank of Lindsay is proud to be a sponsor of tonight's broadcast. Whether you're looking for a business loan, personal loan, or a certain type of deposit product, chances are we have what you're looking for. First National Bank, locally owned and operated, insured by FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
This is Brandon Cottrell, pastor at Calvary Baptist Church. Just want to take a moment and invite you to come worship with us this Sunday. Classes begin at 9:30 and worship follows at 10:45. We have something for all ages each Wednesday night. Meals begin at 5:30 and Bible study follows at 6:30. We would love to have you come be a part of our worship. We are located 410 West Chickasaw. Come join us.
Hey Leopard fans, this is Nick Johnson from First Baptist Church Lindsay. At First Baptist Church, we are a family ministry and desire to faithfully proclaim the gospel in Lindsay and beyond. We would like to invite you to join us every Sunday for worship at 9 a.m. and Sunday school following at 10:15. Our Wednesday evening activities start with dinner at 5:50, and then we have Bible studies for children, youth, and adults starting at 6:30. First Baptist Church is proud to support the Lindsay Leopards, and we wish all of our student athletes a successful season. From all of us at First Baptist Church Lindsay, go Leopards!
Tailored Creative Services is your one-stop shop for all of your creative needs. Find me on Facebook at Tailored Creative Services so we can talk about your next project.
Are you caring for an aging parent or other loved one at home? It's important to know you're not alone. Hi, this is Connie Upton with Abiding Home Health. The people we serve have a variety of needs, of acute illnesses to individuals who require health care assistance to live independently at home. Our goal is to make a difference in the short and long-term care of each patient. For more information, visit us online at abidinghomehealth.com. Abiding Home Health, creating personal, positive changes and transformations.
Clements Insurance provides insurance coverage to best suit your needs. We offer auto, home, farm, life, and business policies. Come by 109 West Chickasaw or call 405-756-2253. Clements Insurance is carrying on the tradition to satisfy you. So come see me, Keith, or Beth. Go Lindsay.
Whether you want to promote your business or unite your team, depend on Design It. Locally owned and operated, we are dedicated to offering the service you need to give you the results you deserve. We are committed to providing you with custom screen printing, embroidery, custom graphic designs, logo designs, and we have a creative arts department and an in-house artist who can take your idea and give it our professional touch with custom art services. Contact us today.
With Oklahoma's weather being unpredictable, you need a trusted roofing company. At Legacy Roofing and Construction, we are proud to serve Lindsay, Oklahoma and the surrounding areas. Call Legacy Roofing and Construction for a free estimate at 405-756-8855 or visit our website at legacy-roofing.com.
Get your game day, or any day, off to a great start with Hot Mess Coffee at 213 South Main in Lindsay. Hot Mess Coffee Co. offers coffees, lattes, teas, and other tasty beverages, plus great food, too. Good luck to the Lindsay Leopards from Hot Mess Coffee Co. and Java House Realty at 213 South Main in Lindsay.
Welcome back to the Reimer Center here in Purcell. Greg Peary, Glenn Shoemake here high above the arena with Andrew and KK playing with us tonight. Brianna Miller back at our studios. Let's get the starting lineups first for the Lindsay Leopardettes. Number 1 is Cameron Perry, the senior at guard. At forward will be number 5, Maddie McGowan, the sophomore. Also at forward is number 20, Emily Stone. She is a senior. At guard, number 22 is Cannon Russell. She is a sophomore. And then also at guard is number 24, Aristide Valenciano. She is a junior. The head coach for the Lindsay Leopardettes, Brian Cater, and he is assisted by Eleni Allison and Johnny Dodd. For the Purcell Lady Dragons, they will start this way. Number 1 is Lauren Holmes. She is a senior. Number 3 is KK Eck. She's also a senior. Both of them returning starters from last year's 16 and 10 squad. Number 5 is Kenna Esparza. She's just a sophomore. At forward, number 12, Tinley Winters. She's also a sophomore. And then rounding out the starting 5 for the Lady Dragons will be number 15, Ella Resendez. She's also a sophomore. Head coach for the Lady Dragons, again in his first season here at Purcell, Tony Cooper. He is assisted by Allie Hamilton and Mandy Clay. And again, the Leopardettes 1-0 coming into the game tonight with that win over Bridge Creek. And the Lady Dragons still looking for their first win. They come off that 5-point loss to the Washington Lady Warriors on Tuesday night. Understand we've got some Purcell folks in Las Vegas tuning into the broadcast tonight, Glenn.
Yeah, Mike Eubank, he's always off somewhere watching this live stream.
He is, isn't he?
But we're glad to bring it to you, Mike. Hope you enjoy it.
Stone and Resendez to tip this one away. And Stone will control the tip. Perry has it in the backcourt. Double team, nearly lost it. Valenciano has it. Russell will set the offense up between the circles. Comes right, hand off to McGowan. Screen from Stone, gets it back to Valenciano. To the elbow, the pass off the mark, and the Leopardettes start with a turnover. Quickly the other way in transition, though, that is Lauren Holmes with an easy basket to get Purcell on the board.
Yeah, a little bobble right there in the exchange, and Cannon couldn't come up with it, and they went the other way and got the easy basket.
Leopardettes break the press. McGowan on the handle. Russell fires a catch-fire 3 top of the key off the back rim. There's Stone with the offensive board. Her putback way off the mark, though. And Winters will come away with it for the Lady Dragons. Holmes pushes it up the floor, cut off by Valenciano. Back up top, drive down the lane. Winters kicks it in the corner. Back down the lane, right sided for Esparza. That one off the mark. Valenciano will come away with a miss.
Yeah, good defense right there. Had all the spots covered on that one.
Perry on the handle. It's man defense from the Lady Dragons. Stone top of the key. Hands off to Valenciano. She'll work left. Perry catches there, got the screen off from Russell. 3 is off the mark. Rebound pulled down by Eck. KK quickly the other way for Holmes at the other end of the floor. Goes inside to Resendez and not there on the shot, but hacked in the act and headed to the line will be Ella Resendez to shoot 2. The foul.
Yeah, just didn't get back. Our transition defense right there was pretty good at first, but then when they pressed the issue, we just weren't in good enough position.
Foul was called on Emily Stone. Her first, team's first, as Resendez hits the first free throw. Extends the Purcell lead to 3-0. 6:28 left to go here in the first quarter. And she'll go 2 for 2 at the line to make it a 4-0 lead for the Lady Dragons. Again, they come out in this full court 2-2-1. Russell in the backcourt, gets across the timeline, works left down the left side of the lane. She'll send it back out for Stone. Stone looks to penetrate, takes it in the left hand, can't get the roll.
It was a nice move, just couldn't get it to roll in.
Resendez with a miss, quickly the other way. Esparza down the baseline. Hands it off to Winters. Elbow jumper doesn't go, but underneath is Resendez for the miss. Long 3 ball from up top will not go. McGowan pulls it down for the Leopardettes. They'll bring it the other way. Yeah. Trailing 4-0.
Yeah, neither team shooting the ball very well early here in the game.
Stone comes to Valenciano right wing, waits for McGowan underneath, and McGowan really kind of held there as she was trying to get down the lane, but the pass wasn't on mark anyway. It likely wasn't going to go. The Leopardettes now have 2 turnovers in the game.
Yeah, they had a hold of her right arm right there.
She couldn't get to the ball.
Right.
Pass interference, I think is what they would call that in football.
Yeah.
Leopardettes with some token pressure in the backcourt, but Eck will bring it up easily. Perry picks her up in the game for the Leopardettes, number 4, Brayley Malakote. Winters drives down, leaves it for Holmes. Left side 3 is short. Block out underneath, and Perry will come up with it underneath. And then traveled with it, trying to get it to Russell as Russell couldn't come up with it. So the Leopardettes turn it over for the 3rd time already. Against this Purcell team, that's the last thing we need, a bunch of turnovers.
Yeah, you got to get your shot opportunities and start hitting them.
Underneath, Stone with the good defense, but got the whistle for the foul, and that's 2 quick ones on Emily Stone.
Yeah, that was a little high-low action right there, and Stone got caught on the wrong side and tried to go through to get to the ball, and that's her 2nd foul. Now, they called that on 5.
Oh, they sure did.
They called that on
We
Maddie.
lucked out. Called that on McGowan.
Yeah, they called that on Maddie McGowan. Okay.
The end of the ball game, though, for the Leopardettes, number 23, Chloe Ince. As Purcell brings it in, down the lane, they're going to get a basket and an and one off of this one. And that goes on Braylon Malakote.
Yeah, Kenna Esparza right down the middle did a little floater, went off the backboard and in, and they get Braylon Malakote for the foul.
Her first, team's 3rd. Esparza at the line for the old-fashioned 3-point play is too strong with the free throw. Cannon Russell with it for the Leopardettes, and timeout called by Lindsay. It's going to be a 30-second. And we'll take it with them. 6-0. Lady Dragons on top. We're back after this. You're listening to Leopardette Basketball presented by the First National Bank right here on KBLP Live.
The Aaron Springs Baptist Church is a proud supporter of the Lindsay Leopard football team and would like to invite you to join them for Sunday school at 9:30, Sunday morning worship services at 10:45, Sunday evenings at 6, and Wednesdays at 7. Good luck, Leopards, from everybody at Aaron Springs Baptist Church.
Back here at the Reimer Center, the Leopardettes with the basketball out of the timeout, trailing 6-0. Perry to inbounds. Malakote will get it, and she will work it across the timeline. Again, some token pressure in the backcourt from the Lady Dragons. Malakote works left, gets to the wing, reverses back to the top, got the screen from McGowan. Russell now on the handle at the free throw line. Tried to go to McGowan. Pass was off the mark, but the good hustle from McGowan got it back. Perry at top of the key. Picked up by Holmes. McGowan. Handoff to Malaco. Works down the lane. Comes back to Russell. Penetrates. Sends it over left side. Ints down the baseline. Underneath. Tried to go to McGowan, and they travel with it. The Leopardettes now have 4 turnovers.
Yeah, I think she drugged that foot as she was picking it up to pass it to Maddie. Maddie had good position underneath, but just couldn't make the connection.
Sparzo on the handle. Goes to Eck on the wing. Back up top, Winters. Fires a 3 that's way off the mark. Russell with the rebound for the Leopardettes, so 1 and done for the Lady Dragons as Russell pushes it across the floor. Backs up. Change the offense here. McGowan, left elbow. Down the side of the lane, double team, puts up a tough shot, and they're going to get an offensive foul called. Not real sure about that, but McGowan picks up her second, and that is now 5 team fouls on the Leopardettes. Yep. No fouls called on the Lady Dragons yet.
Yep.
Actually, it's just 4, not 5, excuse me.
Right.
Eck looking for someone. Finally gets it in. That's number 23, Hadley Harp, who's checked in quickly the other way. Double 2-on-1 break. Misses the shot on the baseline, and there it is again. Cannon Russell with the miss. That's her 3rd rebound. Perry on the handle. McGowan again, top of the key, between circles. Hands off to Russell. Back to Perry. Turns down the 3. Takes Holmes into the lane. Floater won't go. Holmes tips the rebound, and she'll save it inbounds to Hart. Hart pushes it up the right side. Ince catches up to her, forces her the other way. 3 left wing on the way and short from Esparza. McGowan with the rebound. Leopardettes are doing a good job on the defensive boards. The problem is they're not hitting anything on the offensive end.
Yeah, we're 0 for 5 so far from the floor. We got to start getting something to fall.
Perry again takes down the 3, and we're going to get an offensive foul that time. Perry extended that left arm, and you can do that. And Cameron picks up her first. That's now 5 team fouls.
Yeah, and this early in the first quarter, that's going to prove really, really bad for the Leopardettes going down the stretch in the second half, or the first half, the end of the first half.
Purcell checks in number 22, Hannah Whitaker, and number 10, Jenna Avery. Avery at the basketball, and Coach Cooper calls a timeout because that was fixed to get ugly over there with Avery on the handle. And so we have a 30-second timeout. We'll take it with them and come back to Reimer Center after this. This is Leopardette basketball presented by the First National Bank on KBLP Live.
This broadcast of Lindsay Leopard Football is brought to you by your friends at Physical Therapy Central, 301 East Cherokee Street in Lindsay. When you're ready to take that first step towards living a pain-free life, let Physical Therapy Central create a treatment plan just for you. Call 405-756-2324. Visit ptcentral.org or come by 301 East Cherokee in Lindsay. Good luck, Leopards, from Physical Therapy Central.
2:44 left to go here in the first quarter. 6-0 Lady Dragons on top. Leopardettes with the backcourt pressure. They bring the trap. Eck gets away from it. Hart down the baseline, out into the corner. There's a 3 on the way that does not drop for Avery. Leopardettes come the other way. Malacote left wing. Gets the screen from Ince. Goes to Ince on the pick and roll. Over the back, not whistled there. And now we will get one as Russell gets tripped up, headed down the lane. And
they're going to call Eck.
KK Eck picks up the first foul of the game on the Lady Dragons with 2:15 left here in the first. And Holmes checks out. Winters returns for Purcell. Perry under her own basket to inbounds. Looks for McGowan, and there's a great defensive play right there from Hannah Whitaker to knock that away. So we'll try it again. Looking for Ince this time. Now Russell gets loose on that left wing. She'll bring it back to the top of the key, set the offense. Eck stays right with her. Malacote high on that left side. Gets the screen from Ince, but lost the handle on the basketball and double dribbled it. She lost the handle out on the bounce and then picked it back up. And we've already talked about it off the air, Glenn. That's the 5th turnover. I think that matches the number of shots they've taken.
Yeah, we've got 5 shots taken and 5 turnovers, which corresponds to them getting more shots. They've got 10 shots to our 5. So
Leopardettes right now lucky to be down just 6-0 here.
Yep, absolutely.
Minute 53 now left to go. And travel called. Jenna Avery picked up the foot before she got the dribble down, and so that'll go as the first turnover against the Lady Dragons. And that will get Kenna Esparza back into the ball game. And KK Eck will get a breather. In the back court to Russell to bring it across. Esparza picks her up at midcourt. To the high post. McGowan, the backdoor cut from Malakote is covered. She'll hand it to Perry. Perry tries to drive down. Double team. Has to reverse back out. They leave her alone for 3. And she drains it. Cameron Perry for 3. The Leopardettes are within a possession.
Yep.
But you can't celebrate. The other end, there's a wide open layup. In transition, Hadley Hart. Got to get back on defense. McGowan has it knocked away from her, and the Leopardettes now with 6 turnovers. And again in transition, they get the end of the lane, and Hannah Whitaker could not catch up with that pass from Jenna Avery.
Yeah, a little low down at her knees, and just couldn't come up with it. Goes off her legs and out of bounds. So Leopardettes get a break right there.
So Russell will get it in, and now they come back to that like a 1-3-1 zone press. Malakote comes back to Perry. Perry across the timeline. Avery picks her up. Russell gets it off the dribble handoff, gets it back to Malakote. They'll run the weave up top. Perry thought about the 3. Avery got across the screen. Now she'll drive down and takes it to the rack and draws the contact. The Leopardettes will get their first free throws of the game. I think the foul's going to go on Hannah Whitaker. That's her first, team's second. And Perry goes to the line for a chance to get into that 5-point lead. And she's strong with the first free throw. Cameron's second one on the way. Got the roll off of that one. She's got all 4 of the Leopardette points. And the Leopardettes within 4, but still trail by 4, 8-4. Up top, wide open 3 on the way, and it's good. Lauren Holmes, 5 points in the ball game, and it's now an 11-4 lead. Malakote down the sideline. Trap comes, and all kinds of contact. They're going to say she stepped out of bounds.
Yeah, they were all over her right there, and she just couldn't find an open person. They did a good job of covering one pass away and denying.
Of course, that's the worst thing you can do is get across the half line right on the sideline and pick up your dribble.
There's a special name for that spot.
Yeah. In the lane, that's Hart, cannot get the shot to drop. Rebound is tipped. Perry comes away with it, and we'll have a whistle and a foul on the Lady Dragons. And see who they get that one on. They get that on Hadley Hart. That'll be her first. 3rd team foul. Russell tried to force it into McGowan. It's stolen away by Whitaker. 3 ball off the mark from Holmes. McGowan with the rebound. The outlet for Russell. She pushes it ahead, trying to get down for the shot, and it won't go. And that'll end the first quarter with the Leopardettes down by 7. 11-4 our score. We'll take a timeout. Be back with the second quarter after this. This is live coverage of Leopardette basketball presented by the First National Bank here on KBLP Live.
If you find yourself in Chickasha, Oklahoma, stop by Legends Pub House and Venue for lunch or supper. Legends also brings you some of the best concerts around. Everyone at Legends would like to wish the Lindsay Leopards good luck this football season. Go Leopards!
Dr. Mike Beckman and all of his staff at 301 South Main Street in Lindsay would like to wish the Lindsay High School football team good luck this season. To schedule your next eye exam, call Dr. Beckman's office at 405-756-4414. Operating hours are from 8:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Thursday and 8:30 to noon on Friday. Call 405-756-4414 or stop by at 301 South Main in Lindsay. Go Leopards from everybody at Dr. Mike Beckman's office.
Sooner Valve Repair in Lindsay would like to wish the Lindsay Leopards and Leopardettes all the best during this season. When in need of a valve repair, come by Sooner Valve Repair at 106 Southwest 9th Street in Lindsay, Oklahoma, or call 405-756-1599. Good luck, Leopards, from Sooner Valve Repair in Lindsay.
Back here at the Reimer Center, start the second quarter. Lady Dragons with the basketball and a 7-point lead. Eck will inbounds in the backcourt to Esparza. Malacote picks her up as she crosses the timeline. Works to the right wing, goes to Holmes. Surveys, comes back across the top. 25, Alyssa Thompson in the ball game, and they're going to get the travel on Esparza as she took off from that left wing, and that's the third turnover now on the Lady Dragons.
Yep, and took off running before she dribbled.
Again, the backcourt pressure. Russell to Malacote, back to Perry, got to get across. McGowan can't catch the pass from Perry. The Leopardettes now have 8 turnovers in the game.
Yeah, we got to fix that because we only had 6 shot opportunities in the first quarter and haven't had one here in the second quarter, and Purcell had 14. It's just tough to compete when you're shooting less than half of the shots that the other team is.
Esparza on the wing, up top to Holmes, left side to Eck, 3 ball on the way, too strong, and they're going to get over the back. Good block out from Maddie McGowan. They'll get the foul on Ella Resendez. Her first, team's 4th. Foul's starting to even out a little bit now. That's 4 on Purcell, Leopardettes with 5. A little discussion between the officials at midcourt there, but again, this 1-3-1 zone press here. Leopardettes have turned it over several times trying to break it. Now they break it. And Emily Stone right down the lane. Good stop, feeds underneath, and gets a push from behind for Malacote as Alyssa Thompson whistled for the foul. And again, just the 5th foul, so not shooting free throws yet. Perry will trigger under her own basket. Has Malacote open top of the key. McGowan, low post right side, tough shot. Good defense that time from Ella Resendez. Go the other way, Thompson. Left corner 3 on the way. McGowan the offside rebound. Eck knocks it out of her hands, but it'll stay with the Leopardettes.
Yeah.
Got to secure that basketball.
Yeah, they're now 1 for 9 from 3-point range. We're 1 for 3.
Cross Malacote to Stone in the middle. She'll stop, send it back to Perry. Russell turned down to 3. McGowan, however, falls from the left side, won't go. Underneath, Esparza with the rebound. She'll push it the other way quickly. Resendez down the right side of the lane. Runner goes. Pushes the lead to 9, 13-4 Purcell. 6:20 left to go here in the first half. Russell to Stone in the middle of the floor, and they're going to call it travel on Emily Stone. Leopardettes almost in self-destruct mode here with that as McGowan gets a breather. Valenciano checks back in for Lindsay. In the backcourt, Esparza on the handle. That's the right side of the lane, goes out in the corner. Thompson, catch fire 3, high off the backboard, misses. Lauren Holmes with the miss, then her putback won't go. And then Malacote hammered on the other end as she's trying to get out of there with it. And that foul whistled on number 1. Lauren Holmes, that is her first.
Yep.
16 fouls, so the next foul will put the Leopardettes in a bonus. Again, they work this across the timeline. Valenciano, Stone works down the lane, spins, got it up, in the end one. Yep. Emily Stone with the strong move and the spin. And she'll get the basket and the foul. And I believe they're going to get that
calling it on 12, but it was 15. Or 25.
Yeah, I haven't put
it up there yet.
Yeah, now he's going to correct it. He is going to say 15. Resendez second personal, but the Leopardettes now within 7 at 13-6, and Emily Stone at the free throw line.
Yeah. 7 foul.
Misses the free throw. And Tinley Winters comes away with it for the Lady Dragons. Holmes on the drive, and she'll get bumped by Valenciano. She will pick up her first. That's 6 now on the Leopardettes. So the next Leopardette foul will put the Lady Dragons in the bonus.
Now they're hanging in there. They should, poor shooting on Purcell's part has really kept the door open for the Leopardettes if they can take advantage of it and get some shots to fall.
Absolutely. That is, Esparza drives the lane, dumps it back to the high post to Winters, out back into the corner. Esparza fires, and they're going to call that good from 3. And that is a 16-6 lead now for the Lady Dragons. 5:15 left to go in the half. And then there is Stone, who again took off before she got the dribble going. And the Leopardettes now with 10 turnovers in the game. Hadley Harp will check back in for the Lady Dragons. KK Eck gets the breather. So Whitaker inbounds to Esparza in the backcourt. Malakote will pick her up as she crosses the timeline, works down the right side of the lane. Shot blocked out of bounds. Good defense from Braylee Malakote.
Yeah, and stayed straight up, and Esparza just threw it right into her hand and out of bounds. So still Purcell Lady Dragon basketball.
And I don't have a number 35, so we'll have to try to find out who that is for Purcell. Lob off the inbounds up top to Whitaker, left side to Winters. Tries to penetrate, can't get there. Down to the baseline to Whitaker. Whitaker works it back around. Harp has a wide open 3 that's off the side of the rim, no good. And rebound tipped around, and Valenciano comes up with it. But then the lob pass, not a wise idea, stolen away by Harp. And then in the lane, the shot will not go for Tinley Winters, but she's going to get fouled and head to the free throw line. That goes against Cannon Russell. That's first. Team's at 7th, but this will be 2 shots coming up after the timeout. And it is a 60-second timeout, so we'll take it with them. We'll come back to the Reimer Center right after this. This is Leopardette basketball presented by the First National Bank on your sports leader, KBLP Live.
Shannon's Beauty Salon would like to wish the Leopards and Leopardettes good luck this basketball season. And go KK!
Tonight's broadcast of Lindsay Leopard football is brought to you by the Lindsay United Methodist Church at 114 West Chickasaw Street. You're invited to come by this Sunday with Sunday school at 9:45 and weekly worship service beginning at 10:55. You can also tune in here for the live radio broadcast every Sunday morning at 11. Keep up with events and activities at lindsayumc.com. Here's to a blessed Leopard football season from everyone at the Lindsay United Methodist Church.
6, the Lady Dragons on top. 4:42 left to go here in the first half, and at the free throw line will be Tinley Winters as we come out of the timeout. Greg Peary, Glenn Shoemake here with you at the Reimer Center. Andrew ESPN Lion over on the laptop tonight.
Doing a little production work.
A good thing he trained his wife really well, because she's doing a great job on the camera over there.
Yep.
As Winters. CC, I can say KK. I've got KK Eck on the brain. My apologies. I think I said KK a while ago too, didn't I? I'm sorry, CC. That's not cool. And Winters short with the second one. Russell with the miss. It's 11-point lead for Purcell. Russell gets around a screen from Stone. Gives it to McGowan. McGowan up top. 3 ball on the way, but short. As
Brecken Klein.
Yep, Brecken Klein, number 33 in the game for the Leopardettes. And then Hadley Hart needs to turn the Bionics down just a little bit. Threw that one way over the outstretched arms of Tinley Winters and out of bounds. That'll be the 4th turnover on the Lady Dragons. So Leopardettes will bring it in again against that zone press. And another bad pass. Leopardettes cannot quit shooting themselves in the foot with the turnovers. They're going to give Purcell another chance.
Yeah, and they're Purcell's doing a good job of switching between the what you call a diamond press, that 1-2-1-1, and the 2-2-1 press, and it takes a different press breaker.
Missed shot on the drive. The rebound and put back does not go either for Winters, and Klein actually had the miss. Stone down the baseline right side, takes it all the way to the rack, but put it up off the bottom of the backboard. And there's Russell coming up with the miss. Perry drives the lane. That one won't go. Whitaker with the rebound, out in transition. And there's a great job of Cannon Russell hustling to the other end of the floor to get a foul on a charging call.
Yeah, that was great hustle, and got there step before and took the charge like a champ.
That foul was called on number 11, Haven Buchanan.
I'm going to say 35 is 55 on our roster.
Maybe.
So I'm not seeing anybody else over there that is got a shooting shirt on. So
Russell back to Perry as they get across the timeline left side. She'll hand to McGowan. McGowan chased across the top of the screen by Whitaker. Klein with it, goes right back to McGowan. She'll dribble back to the top of the key, stops, fires a 3. It's just too strong off the back iron. Holmes with the miss. Quickly the other way, down the right side, flips it in the corner to Esparza. She'll come up top. There is Buchanan for 3, and it's an air ball.
I tell you what, they just keep shooting themselves keep shooting the Leopardettes into the game, because they were making shots, we would be down 20 right now, and it's an 11-point game. So
Klein at the other end, across the floor to McGowan. McGowan right underneath to Stone, or to Russell, or that is Stone. My apologies. And Stone gets the basket and the and one. The foul on Esparza, just her first. That's now 9 team fouls on the Lady Dragon, and Emily Stone back to the free throw line.
Yep.
And too strong. Can't get it to go. She's 0 for 2 at the line. Leopardettes are within 9. 17-8. There's a 3 from the left wing for Buchanan, and it goes. And Leopardettes again managed to turn the ball over. 20-8. Nearly it goes out of bounds. That is Klein with the tip. Holmes inbounds to Esparza, top of the key to set the offense. 2:45 left here in the half. Leopardettes down 12. Whitaker and underneath Buchanan. The Leopardettes late getting there, tip it around, and Holmes will come up with it. Harp in the lane, can't get it to go. And then they'll get, Klein gets the rebound, and the reach over from behind whistled on Haven Buchanan, and that'll be her second personal.
It should be a 1-and-1.
Yep, that is actually 2 shots. That's the 10th team foul.
Oh, yeah.
So 2 free throws should be coming up here for Brecken Klein. Klein, just a freshman. Whitaker checks out as Eck checks back in. Two free throws for Brecken Klein. The first one is up and good. 20-9, Leopardette deficit now at 11. Still 2:31 left to go here in the first half. Klein's second one skips off, no good. Harp with the miss. She'll push it all the way down, leave it in the corner for Holmes. 3 on the way is an air ball, too strong. Stone with the miss for the Leopardettes. Russell will bring it across. Leopardettes need some baskets. Perry to Klein. Hands back to Perry. Perry into the lane. Puts up a tough shot. Doesn't go. Rebound careens out and then ahead to Lauren Holmes, who had an easy layup. Missed it. Second putback will not go either, and we're going to get an offensive foul called on Maddie McGowan as Hart hit the deck as soon as McGowan turned around, and she'll get Maddie to pick up her third.
Oh, that's not good.
No. So Maddie will check out. Bradley Malakote checks back in for the Leopardettes. Holmes to inbounds. Pass is tipped, and the Leopardettes come away with the turnover.
Yeah, great anticipation there from Emily Stone. Got her hands on it, and Cannon Russell comes up with it.
Russell on the handle as we go to 1:40 to go in the ball game, first half. Perry, 3 left wing, just too strong. That time Malakote did a great job of getting back as Holmes come away with a miss. Goes to the right side. Eck cut off, and there's Russell with the steal. 7 turnovers now on the Lady Dragons. Russell works on Eck across the timeline. Reverses back to the right, goes back left, goes to Stone on the left wing. Waits for Perry at the top of the key. Needs some help, and going to get a timeout call by Coach Brian Cater to save that possession. It's a 30-second timeout. Let's take it with them, and we'll come back to the Reimer Center after this. This is Leopardette basketball. It's brought to you by the First National Bank in Lindsay right here on your sports leader, KBLP Live.
First National Bank of Lindsay is proud to be a sponsor of tonight's broadcast. Whether you're looking for a business loan, personal loan, or a certain type of deposit product, chances are we have what you're looking for. First National Bank, locally owned and operated, insured by FDIC, Equal Housing Lender. Tailored Creative Services is your one-stop shop for all of your creative needs. Find me on Facebook at Tailored Creative Services so we can talk about your next project. Tailored
Out of the timeout, 1:10 to go here in the first half. 20-9, Leopardettes trail by 11. But it will be Leopardette basketball out of the timeout. And in the backcourt, Perry will get it. Hart picks her up. Gets it back to Russell. Cannon works to the left wing. Hands it off to Ince. Comes back up top to Stone. Right side, Malakote. Had Ince momentarily, but thought better of it. Back to Perry between the circles. Dribbles left side. Hand off to Russell. Reverses. Goes back to Perry in the corner. Takes Esparza down the baseline. Then comes back to Malakote. Malakote. Dribble handoff tipped. Russell in the lane with the floater, too strong. Rebound is tipped. And finally corralled by Esparza.
Russell got a great look right there.
Esparza again on the handle. There's a wide open 3 from the right wing. Off the mark. Ince had the rebound. Knocked away from Hart. Again, the good tussle play. Saves it inbounds. And then they're going to say Hart had it and traveled with it. Right now, the Leopardettes are getting out hustled on some of these rebounds.
Yeah.
22 seconds left to go here in the first half. Leopardettes with the ball down by 11. Perry to Stone to Malakote. Malakote across to Ince, who should have turned around and shot that. And Esparza with the defense forces Ince to throw it out of bounds. And the Leopardettes, instead of having a basket right there to end the half, will end up with their 13th turnover.
Yeah, good look right there. Chloe just didn't realize how wide open she was.
All the way down for Esparza. Eck for 3. Skips across, no good. Ince comes away with the miss, and that'll end the first half. And again, the poor shooting for the Lady Dragons. The Leopardettes really aren't out of this. They're down by 11. 20-9 is our score. We're going to send it over to Andrew. We'll take a timeout. We'll figure up our officially unofficial stats from the first half. We're back with more from the Reimer Center right after this. This is the First National Bank halftime right here on your sports leader, KBLP Live.
This is Brandon Cottrell, pastor at Calvary Baptist Church. Just want to take a moment and invite you to come worship with us this Sunday. Classes begin at 9:30 and worship follows at 10:45. We have something for all ages each Wednesday night. Meals begin at 5:30 and Bible study follows at 6:30. We would love to have you come be a part of our worship. We are located 410 West Chickasaw. Come join us.
Hey Lindsay community, my name is Christian Torres and I am the minister for the Lindsay Church of Christ. I would like to invite you to join us for worship Sundays at 10:45 a.m. and for Bible class Wednesdays at 7 p.m. Our address is 1205 West Cherokee Street. The Lindsay Church of Christ is a group of imperfect people who love God, His Word, and each other. And we love this community so much, and we pray that all the students and teachers have a great school year. Come and join us at the Lindsay Church of Christ.
Hey Leopard fans, this is Nick Johnson from First Baptist Church Lindsay. At First Baptist Church, we are a family ministry and desire to faithfully proclaim the gospel in Lindsay and beyond. We would like to invite you to join us every Sunday for worship at 9 a.m. and Sunday school following at 10:15. Our Wednesday evening activities start with dinner at 5:50, and then we have Bible studies for children, youth, and adults starting at 6:30. First Baptist Church is proud to support the Lindsay Leopards, and we wish all of our student athletes a successful season. From all of us at First Baptist Church Lindsay, go Leopards!
This is Jared Thomas from the American Exchange Bank here in Lindsay. We at the American Exchange Bank have one goal, and that is to be a great hometown community bank that offers great customer service, a friendly face, and multiple loan products to meet your short and long-term financial goals. Come by and visit us at 402 South Main at www.aebank.us or now on your phone using our new mobile feature, member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Are you caring for an aging parent or other loved one at home? It's important to know you are not alone. Hi, this is Connie Upton with Abiding Home Health. The people we serve have a variety of needs, of acute illnesses to individuals who require health care assistance to live independently at home. Our goal is to make a difference in the short and long-term care of each patient. For more information, visit us online at abidinghomehealth.com. Abiding Home Health, creating personal, positive changes and transformations.
It's halftime. The Lady Dragons with a 20-9 lead over the Lindsay Leopardettes, and it's been a kind of an ugly first half for both teams here in this first half. But we'll talk about the scoring for the Lady Dragons. They have two players with 5 apiece. That's Lauren Holmes and Kenneth Esparza. They both have a 3-point basket apiece on their way to 5 apiece in that first half. Tinley Winters also has a 3. She finishes with 4 in the first half. Also 4 from Ella Resendez and then 2 from Hadley Harp. Rounds out the scoring for the Lady Dragons. I have them 3 of 5 from the free throw line. The Leopardettes are led by 2 players with 4 points apiece. Cameron Perry and Emily Stone are both with 4 apiece, and then a free throw for Brecken Klein. And that's all the scoring for the Leopardettes for their 9 points in that first half. I've got Lindsay 2 of 6 from the charity stripe. The Leopardettes had 13 turnovers in that first half. Purcell with 7. But Purcell closed the gap. The Leopardettes actually had a pretty good rebounding lead there for a while, but it ends up the Leopardettes plus 2 so far, rebounding 16-14 on the glass. And we'll send it over to Glenn for some of our shooting numbers.
Yeah, Purcell, looking at the Lady Dragons, they're 4 for 14 from 2-point range for 29%, and they are 3 for 17 from 3-point range for 18%. And so that's a total of 7 baskets out of 31 shot attempts for 23%. Leopardettes, and that's not good. That's not good shooting. But the Leopardettes have only managed 2 for 9 from 2-point range for 22%, 1 for 7 from 3-point range for 14%, so 3 for 16. And we talked about the turnovers. Purcell has 31 shot attempts, and Lindsay only has 16. And so 19% from the floor. This is a game that the Leopardettes are still in, and poor shooting. If one team can get hot, they can put the other team away because the shooting has just been bad.
Yeah. Oh, come on with a better way to say that.
I was trying to think of a nice way, but there's not a nice way to say it. It's just bad.
Yeah, it is just, like I said, I don't think either coach is going to be happy with the way things went here in this first half. But hey, it's, again, if you're a Leopardette fan, this is, you're thankful to only be down 11. You know you're right back in this thing on a couple of stops and a couple of made baskets. So the Leopardettes cannot, they can't quit. You know they're not going to. And then, of course, Lady Dragons, you hope they haven't found the stroke here in this third quarter. And Leopardettes have got to take better care of the basketball here in the second half.
Yeah, and you always notice the team always ends up shooting on their locker room end. And when kids come out of the locker room, where are they going to shoot? They're not going to go all the way to the other end. They shoot on this end. So Purcell will be shooting on the end that probably a large percentage of their shots go up. Leopardettes are the same way at their place, you know, where they come out. That's going to be their that's their second half of the floor. So you expect the home team to shoot a little better the second half than they did the first half, but hopefully the Leopardettes can catch a spark right here and get something going.
So it will be a Leopardette basketball to start this third quarter. Greg Peary and Glenn Shoemake with you here, along with Andrew and Cece Lyon. Appreciate her coming over and running the camera for us while Andrew produces the show. Brianna Miller back at our studios in Lindsay, and of course Paige Sutherland as well. Back home, keeping things rolling for us from a programming standpoint. And they set everybody up to throw it in front of the scorer's table and says, no, we got to go to the other side.
Yeah.
So again, Leopardette basketball, Perry, Valenciano, Russell, McGowan, and Stone on the floor for the Leopardettes, and Russell will get it in the backcourt. Goes to Valenciano on that right wing. Cut through, come to McGowan. McGowan looks underneath at Stone, well covered under there. Valenciano, the dribble handoff for Perry. Right back to Russell. She'll go right back to Perry. Screens for her. 3 ball from Perry on the way, and it's good.
Yeah, we needed that. That's just hopefully that gets us going from the 3-point line.
As far as across the lane, inside, too strong on the put up from the 10-foot for Resendez. And Stone comes away with it for the Leopardettes. Another big basket here. The Leopardettes are right back in this thing, down by 8. Russell barks out the commands. They'll reset the offense. Purcell's been man defense from the opening tip. Stone between the circles. Looks underneath. McGowan really having a battle against Resendez down there, and the lob inside tipped away. It'll stay with the Leopardettes.
Yeah, really trying to make a concerted effort to get it down low. That's one of the adjustments that Coach Cater has made.
So Perry will inbound under her own basket here. Had Stone for a second, but as far as it covered her up, and we're going to get a 5-second call. Leopardettes could not get it in and got a 3 on their first possession, but then turn around and get the 5-second call to turn it over. So Esparza brings it up, picked up by Perry, top of the key. Holmes right wing, back to Eck between the circles. Esparza all the way through, gets it right back. Back over to Holmes, 3 from the right pocket, no good, and Valenciano comes away with the miss.
Yeah, good defense right there. making sure we get a hand up on all those three-point attempts.
Stone right down the right side of the lane, up off the glass and good. Stone with 6 in the ball game. We're going to have a 6-point game at 20-14. Leopardettes trail. Holmes can't get the roll on that one. McGowan with her 6th rebound of the night. Leopardettes a chance now to cut into that 6-point lead. Russell on the handle. Left side Perry open for 3. No, too strong air ball. Eck with the miss. Holmes right wing gets around Valenciano up top for Esparza 3, and that's good. So Esparza's second 3, she's got 8 in the ball game, and it's right back to a 9-point game at 23-14. 5:40 left to go here in the third. Perry left wing. Holmes right in her pocket. Stone goes back over to Valenciano right side. Perry cuts through, a little late getting the ball to her, and then has her shot blocked and then off of Perry's foot out of bounds. That's great defense right there from Kenna Esparza.
Yeah, it was.
And Whitaker will check back into the ball game for the Lady Dragons as Lauren Holmes gets a breather. Esparza and Eck will bring the ball up the floor. They go to trap, and the Leopardettes get the turnover. Russell brings it back.
No, I was waiting on that pressure. We haven't had that full court pressure all night. That was kind of the first time we pulled it out of our pocket, and it worked.
Valenciano into the lane, and she slipped with that left foot and drug her pivot foot, and that'll go now 3 turnovers for the Leopardettes here already in this third quarter. 23-14, Purcell by 9, 5:01 left in the third. Whitaker gets it to Eck. Russell stays with her. Stone comes to bring the trap. And she threw it behind Harp, out of bounds. Twice now they've come with that backside trap, and twice the Leopardettes have gotten a turnover off of it.
Yeah. I think that will probably be a staple the rest of this second half here.
Russell brings it, gives it to Stone. Fakes, comes right back to Russell. Going to have to bring it back out. And doing a good job of keeping Stone covered up. Got her at the elbow. Stone takes Whitaker all the way into the lane and had her shot partially blocked, but they're going to say that Whitaker got her on the arm. So Hannah Whitaker picks up her second. That'll be the first team foul here in the second half. Emily Stone to the line. She's 0 for 2 there. Has 6 points in the ball game though. And that one won't go for her either. Leopardettes are now 2 for 7 from the free throw line. Eck and Resendez are going to check out. Buchanan and Avery return. Second free throw for Emily Stone, and that one drops in for her. 23-15, 8-point Lady Dragon lead. Avery in the backcourt gets it to Hart. Across the timeline, trap, got it onto number 35, who we think is Biani Resendez. Not sure about that. But she dribbled it down the sideline and out of bounds. The Leopardettes get it back off the turnover, and Coach Cooper has seen 3 turnovers off 3 times the Leopardettes have trapped. They're going to figure this out.
Yeah.
We'll take it with them. 30-second timeout, 23-15 Lady Dragons. When we come back after this, live coverage of Leopardette basketball is brought to you by the First National Bank here on KBLP Live.
Whether you want to promote your business or unite your team, depend on Design It. Locally owned and operated, we are dedicated to offering the service you need to give you the results you deserve. We are committed to providing you with custom screen printing, embroidery, custom graphic designs, logo designs, and we have a creative arts department and an in-house artist who can take your idea and give it our professional touch with custom art services. Contact us today.
So Leopardette basketball out of the timeout. 4:21 left here in the third. 23-15. The Lady Dragons on top. And they'll come back out with that full court Man pressure, or no, they are going to go back into that. It looks like that diamond.
Yep.
And they'll get it across to McGowan. McGowan to Stone. Stone right down the lane. Sends it out into the corner for Valenciano. Gets away from Avery, but lost the handle on the basketball doing it, and then Avery fell down with it, and they're going to call her for the travel.
Yeah, we got fortunate right there. I think Cameron Perry kind of tackled her from behind, got a piece of her leg and tripped her, but we'll take it.
So Valenciano gets a breather as Braley Malacote checks in for the Leopardettes. Russell gets the inbounds in the backcourt to the top of the key. Stone. McGowan, Perry for three, skips across, no good, and the rebound is pulled down by Whitaker, and Stone up over the back, picks up the foul. That'll be her second, I believe, and just the first team foul of the half on the Leopardettes. So Harp in the backcourt, across the timeline, just runs away from the trap. Avery might have got away with the travel right there.
She did.
Buchanan turns down the three as Stone runs her off the three-point line. Down the baseline. Hart left it short. Malacote can't come up with the rebound. And it'll go out of bounds off of Braley. Avery checks out. Tinley Winters is back in for Purcell, and she will inbounds. Actually, Buchanan steps out to inbounds. Kenneth Esparza also returns for Purcell. Inbounds to Hart. Up top. Whitaker for three. Wide right. Russell with the rebound. Perry back over to Russell. Russell right down the lane. Stops right elbow. Puts it up and good. Cannon Russell with her first basket of the game. Makes it a 23-17 ball game. We're back to a 6-point game.
Yep.
Buchanan over left side to Whitaker. Back to Buchanan between the circles. Winters left wing. Back out. Another three ball. That one's up and good from that left wing for Hannah Whitaker for her first basket of the game. And it's back to a 9-point game. Malacote lets that one go as it was tipped out of bounds. Last touched by Buchanan. It'll be Leopardette basketball. And Chloe Ince will check in for Lindsay as Stone will get a chance to catch a breather. So Perry will inbound on the sideline with 2:45 left here in the third. Leopardettes trail 26-17. Russell in the left corner looking for McGowan, but fronted in there by Winters. Malacote to Perry. Perry fires the three, top of the key. It's just off, but nice job as Chloe Ince came up with it. Couldn't get this putback to go, but she'll draw the contact. Hannah Whitaker picks up her third. Chloe Ince heads to the line to shoot two.
Yeah, these are big right here. Two and a half minutes to go in this third quarter. You want to make sure you keep this at a single-digit lead.
Bank is open off the glass and in. Pulls the Leopardettes within 8. And Whitaker will check out. Lauren Holmes returns for the Lady Dragons. Ince, chance to make this a 7-point game, and that one's too strong. Harp with the miss. Pushes it up the right side. Back over to Esparza, left side. Buchanan is wide open for three. It skips across, no good, and Holmes had it, but it was knocked out of her hands, out of bounds by Chloe Ince, and it'll stay with the Lady Dragons.
I tell you what, they shoot a ton of threes. They shoot more threes than the Leopardettes shoot. That's a lot of threes.
Esparza checks in. McGowan will have a seat. Lob in for Tinley Winters, who fires three that it won't go. And Chloe Ince with the rebound for the Leopardettes. Russell on the handle, works left, gives to Malacote, gets a screen from Ince. Malacote down the lane, right hand layup, won't drop. Winters with the rebound. Esparza pushes up hard that right side, backs it over to Holmes, back over to Esparza. She'll work to the top of the key to Harp. Back over to Buchanan. Back to Harp, back over to Holmes, right side, three on the way, and it's good. Lauren Holmes' second three of the game. She has 8, and it's back to an 11-point game. Pressure again, but Valenciano gets it from across the timeline, drives down, leaves it for Malakote. She's got a 3 from the left wing, just off the mark. Winters with the rebound for the Lady Dragons. As far as the Buchanan left corner, she'll fire a 3. That skips across, no good. Rebound and putback won't go for Holmes. And then in the lane, we will get all kinds of bodies in there. And Winters finally came down with the rebound, but they're going to say she was fouled by Cameron Perry. Her second team foul. And since that was on the rebound, it will not be shooting here. So Holmes under her own basket to bring it in with 1:24 left here in the third to a wide open Eck in the corner, and she drains the 3. Cannot let her stand out there all alone. They've got 4 baskets here in the quarter. They've all been 3s.
Yep.
Ince pushes it across, gets trapped, but got it back to Perry. They've opened up a 14-point lead on the Leopardettes. Valenciano to Malakote. Back to Russell. Quick 3, doesn't draw even iron, and rebound for Winters. Esparza pushes the other way. Russell knocks it loose, but right into the hands of Eck. Left Holmes open for 3, and it's an air ball. So Leopardette basketball as Winters will check out. Resendez is back in, and Avery also back in as Harp will get a seat. With 57 seconds left here, and it's a 32-18 ball game. Lady Dragons on top. Lob over to Perry. Perry around Avery, goes back to Russell. Russell across the timeline to wide open Valenciano left wing. Drives into the lane, sends it up top to Russell. She'll penetrate, goes back over to Ince, back to Perry. Perry takes Avery to the rack, puts up a tough shot that won't go. There's the rebound and the putback from Russell. A lot of contact, from Ince. It's got kind of contact not called. And quickly the other way, and then Ince nearly came up with a steal. And there's great hustle. Braylee Malakote, that was a wide open Ella Resendez under there, and now Malakote retreats to knock it out.
Yeah, great job right there. Keep them from getting an easy 2.
24 seconds left up top off the inbounds. I'm not real sure, number one, why you take that shot with 24 seconds left on the quarter. Even more, I'm not sure why Braylee Malakote would go attack her and foul her.
Yeah.
And give her 3 free throws here with 21 seconds left in the quarter. But Malakote picks up her third team foul. And as far as heads to the free throw line for the first time tonight, she'll get 3 of them here. And that one will rattle in for her. Pushes the lead to 15. 7-0 run right now for the Lady Dragons. Second one too strong. And it looks like we're going to get Brecken Klein back in the ball game to replace Valenciano. Third free throw coming up for Esparza. That one will drop for her. And she's got double figures with 10 in the ball game now, and it's a 16-point Purcell lead. Klein intended for Malakote. Right idea, but pass not near high and far enough to get it to her, and the Leopardettes catch a break there as it's knocked out of bounds by Holmes.
Yeah, you got to take that and go attack right there, and it was a good idea, but nobody's covering you. Go attack.
And they ran over Malakote on the elevator screen. No whistles. And Cater is losing his mind. I have to agree with him. Avery fires a 3 at the buzzer. But they absolutely ran over Braylee Malakote on that elevator screen and no whistle. 34-18 Purcell at the end of 3. We'll be back with the fourth quarter after this. This is Leopardette basketball presented by the First National Bank here on KBLP Live.
Limits Insurance provides insurance coverage to best suit your needs. We offer auto, home, farm, life, and business policies. Come by 109 West Chickasaw or call 405-756-2253. Clements Insurance is carrying on the tradition to satisfy you. So come see me, Keith, or Beth. Go Lindsay.
At Rural Electric Cooperative, we're committed to providing electric power and opportunity to the many areas our members call home. That includes supporting youth programs that teach life skills and build character. With REC, you're more than a customer, you're a member owner. And that's why we're always working hard to provide you with the most dependable electric power possible. As a Touchstone Energy Cooperative, REC is dedicated to providing the best service possible and supporting the communities in our service area.
Back to start the fourth quarter, the Lady Dragons with a 16-point lead at 34-18. And finished that quarter on an 11-1 run to stretch that lead out.
Yeah, and that was our best quarter scoring. We ended up with 9, but unfortunately we allowed 14 of our own to them, so the lead ballooned to 16.
Eck got away from Russell. Go back to Avery. Back up top to Eck. Back to Avery. Harp in the right corner. Work back around up top. Leopardettes have got to pick up some defense here, and that is right down the lane and will not go on the shot from Resendez. Rebound tipped out, though, and we're going to have a foul called on the Leopardettes. And it goes on Cameron Perry, and that'll be her third. Just 14 fouls for free throws coming up here for Avery. And she'll get that one to go. Pushes the lead to 17 as Klein will sit. McGowan returns for the Leopardettes, and Jenna Avery has 2 points on 2 free throws now. Doubled up the Leopardettes, 36-18. Cannon Russell on the handle, pushes down the left side of the lane, goes out to the corner for McGowan. Stone at the free throw line, and they're going to call a reach-in foul on Lauren Holmes. It'll just be her second, just the third team foul. So Perry under her own basket to inbounds. Catches Stone out in that right corner. Comes back up top to Russell. Left side Malacote to Perry in the corner. Quick three on the way. It's too short, and they're going to get Stone coming up over the back of Holmes. And that will be foul number 3 on Emily Stone and foul number 4 on the Leopardettes. It's foul number 5 on the Leopardettes.
Yep.
Heck brings it across. 7 minutes left to go here in the ball game. Harp left side to the high post. And we're going to get an offensive foul called there. Ella Resendez extended a little too far out there to get a piece of Cameron Perry coming across, and Resendez will pick up her third. 4th team foul on the Lady Dragons, and they'll come out again with this full court trap. Across to Malacote, quickly to Stone, and traveled with it. Again, takes off before she gets that dribble down. The Leopardettes now have 6 turnovers here in the second half, had 13 in the first half. Stone checks out. Number 25, Layla McKenzie into the ball game for the Leopardettes, the junior. Eck on the handle, waits for Hart. Hart goes back into the right corner. Avery got around Malacote and ran over Layla McKenzie, who came in, steps in, takes a charge right off the bat.
Yep. Great job. Anticipated that drive and stood there and took it like a champ.
First foul on Jenna Avery. She will go have a seat on the bench as Esparza checks back in. Russell gets the inbound. It's Perry. Russell catching the backcourt. Now she'll attack. Nearly lost it. It's loose. Perry comes away with it. Left side. McKenzie, a three. It's just off the front iron. There's a rebound from McGowan, but too strong on the putback, and Eck will come up with the miss. In the corner, Esparza for three. That one won't drop. Rebound McKenzie. 5:55 left here in the ball game. Leopardettes are down by 18, needing the baskets bad. McGowan stands with it left side, waits for Perry, top of the key. Harp runs her off the line. Russell got her girl in the air, went to drive in, and she's going to get the reach in and a couple of free throws here. As I think Esparza will pick up the foul. And that will be number 2 on Esparza.
Yep.
16 foul, but this is 2 free throws coming up for Cannon Russell. Cannot get the first one to drop. Tinley Winters returns for the Lady Dragons. Ella Resendez will have a seat. Russell gets the second one to drop. 36-19. The Lady Dragons on top. Resendez races up the floor and throws it out of bounds. Tried to get away from the trap and then threw it way too long for either one of the girls that were down low. Russell over to Perry. Hart. All kinds of contact there that could have been called, but yeah. Perry did travel with it.
Yeah.
But again, got to take care of the basketball.
Absolutely.
Malakote out on KK Eck as she'll drive all the way to the left side of the lane. Holmes wide open three from the corner, skips out, no good. McGowan had the rebound tip, and out of all that, we end up with a jump ball. It ultimately ends up Leopardette basketball, but could have been a foul, could have been a travel, but instead it was a jump ball.
Yeah.
Malakote up the sideline. Holmes gives chase. Malakote lost the basketball. And in transition, Esparza gets the layup. That was a tough shot for Kenna Esparza.
Yeah, that was. At full speed to get that ball up.
38-19. And timeout called by Coach Cater as things really starting to get out of hand here. And down 19, 4:51 left to go in the ball game. It's a full timeout, so let's take a 60-second. We'll come back after this. This is live coverage of Leopardette basketball presented by the First National Bank here on KBLP Live.
Dr. Mike Beckman and all of his staff at 301 South Main Street in Lindsay would like to wish the Lindsay High School football team good luck this season. To schedule your next eye exam, call Dr. Beckman's office at 405-756-4414. Operating hours are from 8:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Thursday and 8:30 to noon on Friday. Call 405-756-4414 or stop by at 301 South Main in Lindsay. Go Leopards from everybody at Dr. Mike Beckman's office.
The Shopper News Note isn't just another paper. The Shopper News Note is a weekly publication that arrives in your mailbox every Wednesday for free. The Shopper offers free Shopper Topper advertisements as well as news notes and classifieds. And everyone at the Shopper wishes the Lindsay Leopards good luck this season. Go Leopards!
38-19, Lady Dragons on top. Leopardettes with the basketball out of the timeout. 4:50 to go in the ball game. Still that full court trap. McGowan has it though. Gets it back to Russell between the circles. Leopardettes look to kind of spread things here. McGowan comes up with that tipped pass. Takes Winters to the baseline, reverses, goes the other way, puts it back up strong, but left it short. And then they're going to say that was last touched by Winters. Leopardettes may have got a break there too. I'm afraid McGowan may have been the last one to touch that, but
yeah,
we'll take it. Malakote will inbounds. we ever get the perspiration up off the floor.
Hopefully they were using a dry towel.
You mean a wet towel wouldn't help much, huh?
No.
Lob up top for Malakote off the inbounds. Wide open three, and it's an air ball. Leopardettes just can't get anything to drop. And too many turnovers.
Yep, we've been on the struggle bus tonight.
Esparza pushes across. Malakote with her. Comes back up top. Eck over left side for Holmes. Back to Esparza. Got around Malakote. Tried to dump it to Holmes. Was off the mark, but Holmes tracks it down. Hart, top of the key for three, is too strong. Esparza has a rebound, but knocked out of her hands as she tried to go up with it. The Dragons keep the possession. And there's a long three from the left side. It will not go for Esparza. Underneath, the ball is loose. And we've got a whistle and a foul. Looks like it's going to be on the Leopardettes, and that will go on Cannon Russell. That'll be her second. And 16 fouls now. Stone and Valenciano return for the Leopardettes. McKenzie and Malakote will check out. Winters also returns along with Buchanan for the Lady Dragons. Right off the inbounds, three ball left wing will not go, and a fight for the loose ball, and they're going to say Purcell basketball. So they'll try this again, Buchanan. All the way left side is Esparza, back up top. Whitaker back to Buchanan, three ball on the way, no off the mark. Winters with the rebound though. Went to the floor, comes back up. Eck tries a three. That skips across, no good. This time Emily Stone will secure it for the Leopardettes. Russell brings it up, goes to Stone between the circles. Hand off to Valenciano. She'll come to Russell left wing. Russell goes to work on KK Eck. Valenciano back to Perry. She'll back up, assess. Gets the screen from Stone. Goes down the lane, puts up a tough shot. She'll draw a contact and get to go to the free throw line.
I think they're going to get Buchanan on that.
And actually they don't. You should have guessed. Got Hannah Whitaker, her fourth. 17 fouls, but this will be 2 free throws for Cameron Perry, but the Leopardettes will be in the bonus the final 2:58 here. If she will connect on the first, she's now got 8 points in the ball game. 38-20, 18-point lead for the Lady Dragons. And Perry goes 2 for 2 that trip to the line. She's now 3 of 4 from the free throw line on the night. 21-38, Lady Dragons with the lead. Left side, Hart doesn't fall, and actually that was Whitaker with the shot, not Hart. Russell came away with the rebound for the Leopardettes. She'll hand off to McGowan, goes to Stone. Valenciano right wing. They screen, got McGowan in there, but that was a great job of recovering to get back in front of McGowan, but then McGowan hits a great shot and draws the contact from Whitaker, and just that quick, Hannah Whitaker fouls out.
Yeah, and that's the first points for Maddie tonight. That speaks volumes. She's one of our leading scorers.
So Whitaker will foul out with 2:28 to go in the ball game. Finished with that 1 3-point basket for her 3 points for the night. Ella Resendez returns. And McGowan with a chance for a 3-point play here. And I'm not sure what we're waiting on here. Yeah, I think we're ready.
Yep.
And Maddie cannot hit on the free throw. Rebound to Winters. In transition, Buchanan sends it back out. Winters top of the key for three. That skips across, no good. Stone with the rebound for the Leopardettes. Her 5th rebound tonight. Russell pushes up. Leopardettes down by 15. 2:05 to go. Perry to Stone between the rings. Comes over right side to Valenciano. Underneath Perry. And got another and one. Well, Cameron Perry off the good feed from Valenciano. And the foul on Purcell called on the number 35, which we believe is Biane Resendez. But Perry with a chance to complete the old three-point play, and she does. She's 3 for 3 from the free throw line in the quarter. Pulls the Leopardettes within the 12 at 38-26. Buchanan stolen away by Maddie McGowan. 7th turnover of the half for the Lady Dragons. Leopardettes not going away. Valenciano down the baseline, but Russell was fouled trying to make the pass to her. She will head to the free throw line as that's now 10 team fouls on the Lady Dragons. Biane Resendez picks up her 2nd, and this should be 2 free throws for Cannon Russell.
Yep.
1 for 2 her last trip to the line. She's got 3 points in the ball game, but 1:38 to go can make this a 10-point game. Drains the first. Leopardettes on a run of their own here. I was going to make sure she got that one. But this is a 9-0 run for the Leopardettes to make it a 10-point game. Avery wide open. 3 right corner. No. Offside rebound pulled down. Avery in the lane spins. Comes back to Harp at the elbow. That shot won't go. And then they're going to get Ella Resendez coming up over the back of Cameron Perry, I think. Or they may put Valenciano at the line. With 1:21 to go. And the Leopardettes can make this a single-digit lead for Purcell.
Yeah.
Again, it was 38-19. Leopardettes were down by 19, and they've gone on a 9-0 run right here. And can't make it 10 on that one. Second one from Aris de Valenciano, and that one will drop. 38-29. Leopardettes are within 9. They've trapped Harp in the backcourt. She gets away from it. Lobs it right wing. Avery might have got away with another travel. Floater in the lane won't drop. McGowan with the basketball. Her 8th rebound of the night. Perry across the timeline. Leopardettes with a chance here. Under a minute to go. Takes it all the way down. Nobody picked her up. She lays it up and in. And it's a 7-point game. Timeout, Purcell. 52 seconds left. Let's take a 30-second timeout. We'll come back after this. This is live coverage of Leopardette basketball presented by the First National Bank on KBLP Live.
Whether you want to promote your business or unite your team, depend on Design It. Locally owned and operated, we are dedicated to offering the service you need to give you the results you deserve. We are committed to providing you with custom screen printing, embroidery, custom graphic designs, logo designs, and we have a creative arts department and an in-house artist who can take your idea and give it our professional touch with custom art services. Contact us today.
(38-31). Lady Dragons with a 7-point lead. They'll have the basketball. The Leopardettes come out with the full court pressure. They've gone on a 12-0 run to bring this down to a 7-point game. And one. Nearly had a turnover there. Harp will come away with it. Buchanan in the corner.
Yeah.
She'll pull it back out. Now they're going to just try to run clock here. The Leopardettes are going to have to foul.
Yeah.
Buchanan.
I'd foul right there. Foul her. Foul her. Foul
and
her.
And they end up with a jump ball. All their possession arrow points to Purcell, but you're right. I think that's who you need to foul.
I think the coach realized that. Takes her out. Takes her out immediately.
Immediately gets her out of the game. As far as the returns, 35 seconds left. And Eck is going to return for Avery as well. Purcell with the ball into their own basket. Got it to Harp on the baseline. Sends it all the way back up top to Eck. Over to Buchanan. Skip pass to Harp. Leopardettes are going to have to just foul here. Down to 24 seconds.
You got to foul.
As far as they haven't called the red yet. They're just going to running all the time off the clock here. Inside. And there's a foul. And 2 shots coming up for Ella Resendez, but you just ran about 15 seconds off the clock there doing that.
Yeah, or 20.
Yep. So Resendez will get a couple here. The foul called on Maddie McGowan is her 4th. Bella 2 for 2 in the first quarter from the free throw line, but she doesn't get that one to drop. Second one coming up for Resendez, and this one also will not go. Russell with the miss. Going to have to hurry quickly the other way. Valenciano just goes to the rack and falls down. And that'll going to do it. Leopardettes, a valiant effort down the stretch to pull this one back and make it close. After they trailed by 19, they go on a 12-0 run to finish the ball game, but came up 7 points short. 38-31 the final score. We'll send it back over to Andrew. We'll take a timeout, figure up our final stats, and get you ready for the boys matchup between the Leopards and the Dragons right after this. Live coverage of Leopard basketball is brought to you by the First National Bank here on KBLP Live.
This broadcast of Lindsay Leopard football is brought to you by your friends at Physical Therapy Central, 301 East Cherokee Street in Lindsay. When you're ready to take that first step towards living a pain-free life, let Physical Therapy Central create a treatment plan just for you. Call 405-756-2324. Visit ptcentral.org or come by 301 East Cherokee in Lindsay. Good luck, Leopards, from Physical Therapy Central. Tonight's broadcast of Lindsay Leopard football brought to you by Jerry Tucker Roustabout, providing all of your general oil field maintenance needs, including roustabout services, swabbing, crane services, rock hauling, and dirt work. Good luck, Leopards, from Jerry Tucker Roustabout.
If you find yourself in Chickasha, Oklahoma, stop by Legends Pub House and Venue for lunch or supper. Legends also brings you some of the best concerts around. Everyone at Legends would like to wish the Lindsay Leopards good luck this football season. Go Leopards!
S&H Tank Service is your choice for Lindsay-owned and operated vacuum truck service. S&H Tank Service's fleet is equipped with transports, bobtails, pump and kill trucks rated up to 10,000 PSI, plus hot oil units, rock trailers, frac tanks, mud and shell haul-off pits, and soil farming. As Lindsay High School graduates, S&H is proud to support Lindsay schools and all of their student activities. S&H Tank Service would like to wish the Leopards and Leopardettes the best of luck in everything they do. Give S&H a call anytime, 24/7 at 405-756-3121. That's 405-756-3121. And remember, your phone starts our trucks. That's S&H Tank Service of Lindsay.
Tonight's football broadcast is brought to you in part by the City of Lindsay, proud supporters of Lindsay Leopard football and all student endeavors at Lindsay Public Schools. Keep up with local information and events at cityoflindsay.com, which now offers easy online bill pay. Good luck to the Leopards this football season from the City of Lindsay.
Tailored Creative Services is your one-stop shop for all of your creative needs. Find me on Facebook at Tailored Creative Services so we can talk about your next project. Tailored
Tonight's broadcast of Lindsay Leopard football is brought to you by the Lindsay United Methodist Church at 114 West Chickasaw Street. You're invited to come by this Sunday with Sunday school at 9:45 and weekly worship service beginning at 10:55. You can also tune in here for the live radio broadcast every Sunday morning at 11. Keep up with events and activities at lindsayumc.com. Here's to a blessed Leopard football season from everyone at the Lindsay United Methodist Church.
Back here to wrap up the girls matchup. The Leopardettes, in a valiant effort, that fourth quarter come up short, lose that one 38-31 to go to 1-1 on the season. And Purcell also goes to 1-1 on the season. Look at the final score for Purcell. One player in double figures. That is Kenneth Esparza. She finishes the game with 12 in the ball game. 8 points for Lauren Holmes, 4 apiece for Tinley Winters and Ella Resendez. 3 points for KK Eck, also 3 for Hannah Whitaker, who fouled out there in that fourth quarter. And then 2 points apiece for Jenna Avery and for Hadley Harp. I've got Purcell 7 of 12 from the free throw line in the ball game. The Leopardettes finished with one player in double figures as well, and that is Cameron Perry. Had 14, 10 of those came in the second half, a couple of threes in the ball game. 7 from Emily Stone, then 5 from Cannon Russell, and then 2 apiece, or 2 from Maddie McGowan and 1 apiece for Chloe Ince, Aris De Valenciano, and Brecken Klein to round out the scoring for the Leopardettes, who went 10 of 20 from the free throw line. Leopardettes with the 8 rebound win over the Glass, 32-24. They out rebound Purcell, but Leopardettes end up with 22 turnovers in the ball game. And the Dragons end up, Lady Dragons, with 14. We'll send it over to Glenn.
Yeah, and it was just a poor shooting night all the way around. Purcell 5 for 23 from 2-point range, 7 for 38. They shot 38 threes. They finished 12 for 61 from the floor, took 61 shots. The Leopardettes were 7 for 21 from 2-point range, but only 2 for 16 from 3-point range for 13%. So the Leopardettes shoot 9 for 37 from the floor with and we talked about it during the game. Purcell had 24 more shot attempts just because of offensive rebounds and turnovers. And when they shoot that many more shots than you do, it's not going to bode well for you.
Again, the Leopardettes will fall to 1-1 on the season, and then we'll head out, Tuesday night. We'll be back home at the Leopard Arena against Marlowe and the Lady Outlaws. Also have the brackets for the Latta tournament that are coming up next Thursday, Friday, Saturday. We'll talk about that more in the halftime of the boys game, but we need to get set up for that as well. So we're going to take a 30-second timeout. We'll get ready for a boys matchup and be back right after this. This is Leopard basketball presented by the First National Bank here on KBLP Live.
First National Bank of Lindsay is proud to be a sponsor of tonight's broadcast. Whether you're looking for a business loan, personal loan, or a certain type of deposit product, chances are we have what you're looking for. First National Bank, locally owned and operated, insured by FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
This is Brandon Cottrell, pastor at Calvary Baptist Church. Just want to take a moment and invite you to come worship with us this Sunday. Classes begin at 9:30 and worship follows at 10:45. We have something for all ages each Wednesday night. Meals begin at 5:30 and Bible study follows at 6:30. We would love to have you come be a part of our worship. We are located 410 West Chickasaw. Come join us.
Back here at the Reimer Center in Purcell, we're ready for a boys matchup between the Lindsay Leopards and the Purcell Dragons. Purcell coming off a 22-5 season last season, made it all the way to the area tournament, a game away from state, and ran into Community Christian and lost by 1 at that game at Enid, and we had a chance to carry that game back on KBLP a long time ago. Seems like a long time ago. But Coach Roger Raper, his 5th season, and he's excited because he's thinking state tournament this year. He gets 4 of his 5 starters back from last year as well. This is going to be a tough game tonight for the Leopards, but excited to see how they match up.
Yeah, especially with you've got some football guys that are trying to get into shape. Purcell, of course, was in our district and didn't make it to the playoffs. So they've been in the gym for a little bit longer than we have. So we'll see what we can do with that.
So let's get you starting lineups. They're doing the Leopards first. We'll start with them. Number 1 is Mitchell Henson, the senior. At guard, over at forward will be number 3, and that is Ryan Kennedy. He is also a senior. Number 23, Caleb Ince, the senior. Number 33 is Jaden Watts, the senior, and I think the one I missed was number 21, Bryson Watts, the junior. The head coach for the Lindsay Leopards in his first year here at Lindsay, David Davidson. He is assisted by Joe Foster and also by, I gotta get my lights on here, by Will Kaufman. For the Purcell Dragons, they will start this way. Number 1, that is number, was that number 1? I missed.
Yeah,
number 1 is Brody Gallion. Number 5 is Malachi Evans. They got the lights turned off. If you don't catch them just right, you won't see it. Number 12 is Lincoln Eubank. He's the three-point specialist. You're going to have to make sure you stay on him. 21, Hayden Ice, the big guy inside. He will be having load inside there for the Leopards to try to keep up with.
Yeah, I believe.
And who did I miss? Number 2, that is Kobe Freeman. I should have known that was his. Freeman, a lot of starting time last year as a freshman. He's just a sophomore. But this is a stacked Dragon team, and they expect big things this season. Roger Raper, Camden Patterson, and Jake Devaney, the assistant coaches. And Kennedy will control the tip. The Leopards will have first chance here as Henson will bring it up. Picked up there by Evans, top of the key. Left wing to Watts, back to Henson. Free throw line jumper on the way. Skips across, no good. Rebound batted around, but will finally be pulled down in there by Ice. Freeman will run the offense top of the key. Works left. Bryson Watts stays right with him. He'll work left side, out onto the left wing. Eubank works up top of the key. Reverses, comes back over to Freeman. Leopards man defense here. Down the lane, Eubank 4-3 from the corner, and it's good. Again, you cannot give him any room. Lincoln Eubank will absolutely kill you if you leave him out there.
Yeah, and they did. They sagged off to help and didn't recover fast enough.
Henson down the baseline, behind the back pass to get to Ince as he ran into a triple team, and not a good pass there. The Leopards turn it over. So Freeman will bring it up again as Bryson Watts will pick him up at the half line. Right side over to Evans, comes back up top to Freeman. Freeman with Kennedy on him now, off the switch. And then a bad pass from Freeman over to Eubank, and it'll go out of bounds, and the Dragons will turn it over. So Henson will bring it up. Leopards down by 3 here early in the first. Kennedy gets it high between the circles, goes left corner to Ince. Caleb on the handle, comes back up. Jaden stands with it, has Eubank on him. Comes back to Henson right wing, underneath to Kennedy. Kennedy spin move, double team, throws up the jumper, and who just skips across, won't good. Gallion with the miss. And here comes Freeman. Gets to the elbow, into the lane, dumps down low. Good defense. Caleb Ince, again, we talked about it the other night as the Leopard win over Bridge Creek, 69-63 the final in that one. But Caleb Ince, great anticipation on those passes.
Yeah, he was all over the place the other night.
Freeman on the handle. Bryson Watts stays with him out near the half line. Goes to penetrate. Floater in the lane over the outstretched arms of Kennedy, and it's up and good.
Nice shot. Good defense, just better offense that time.
5-0 Purcell. Jaden Watts left wing. Eubank on the defense. The pick and roll intended for Kennedy, and Ice with the defense, or that is Gallion with the defense, knocks it out of bounds, but off of Kennedy. The Leopards now with 2 turnovers. And again, this is a Purcell team. You turn the ball over a bunch and give them that many more shots, they're going to make you pay.
Oh, yeah.
Ice hands it back to Freeman. Works back over to Eubank left wing into the corner. Malachi Evans for 3, doesn't go. Eubank the offside rebound, though. And then underneath, whistle and a foul called. And that will go on Ryan Kennedy, first foul of the game. Eubank inbounds to Freeman, top of the key. Works to the right wing. Kennedy fronts Ice. Freeman goes the other way. Again, the floater in the lane for Ice. This time it's short. Kennedy's rebound tipped into the hands of Bryson Watts.
Yeah, that was, uh-oh.
There's a steal. Malachi Evans on Henson, and Henson's going to foul Evans with the and one. And one mistake does not make for another one. You lose the basketball, but then you turn around and give up an and one on the other end. That doesn't make it any better.
No.
First foul on Mitchell, second team foul, but an and one opportunity for Evans to make this an 8-0 game if he can get it to go. And Leopard offense really hasn't gotten untracked here yet. Evans free throw off the mark. Kennedy with the miss. 7-0 Purcell, 5 to go here in the first quarter. Jaden Watts comes up top to Bryson to the left elbow. Kennedy turns around off the glass and in for Ryan Kennedy.
Yeah, we're going to have more of that from Ryan. He's going to have to step out because Ice is just, he is a low down low. I'm not sure how much scoring he can get down there on the block.
Eubank into the corner to Evans. Evans inside Ice, tipped by Kennedy, and we're going to get a foul as Ince came up with the loose ball, and I think they're going to get Eubank on the foul. Eubank first, team's first. And in the ball game for the Dragons will be number 13, Hayden Renfro, and also number 10, Braden Tharp. Eubank will check out. Henson with Evans on him top of the key. And we're going to get a hand check on Malachi Evans. That'll be his first, team's second. So Ince will inbound under his own basket. 7-2, Purcell by 5. 4:19 left here in the first quarter. Henson out in the corner, got past his man, elevates, can't get it to go, and then we're going to get Ryan Kennedy up over the back of Hayden Renfro, and Ryan's now got 2 quick fouls. Cannot afford to have him on the bench. He is going to have to watch that. He had a huge height advantage right there, but got to stay off the back.
Yep.
Freeman. Oh, and there's Ince again with the steal, but when he threw it back in, all he could do was throw it to the other end of the floor and hope a Leopard could grab it. Freeman on the handle. Watts on the defense. To the high post to Ince. Over right side, Evans. Ice trying to post up inside on Kennedy. Now he'll come set the screen for Malachi. Evans fires a 3, and it's good. (10-2) Purcell. 3:37 left to go here in the first quarter. Watts to right side. Ince turns down to 3. Comes back to Henson between the rings. Turnaround Kennedy. And that one won't drop. Hayden Ice with the rebound. Freeman pushes ahead. Stops, 3, short, rebound tipped. Ice comes away with it, ran over Ince, and I think he got the charge called. Great job there for Caleb Ince.
Yeah, he stood there and took it from Ice. That's not easy to do. He's a big old boy.
Ice's first, team's third.
Got the freshman in.
And Freeman with the steal. And Bryson's just going to have to let him go. Leopards with the third turnover. Those live ball turnovers at the top of the key are going to hurt you. And Freeman got an easy one to make it a 10-point lead. Jaden Watts left side. And the floater will not go. Rebound to Evans, and they're going to get out and run. And tough shot inside. It's off the mark. Henson with the miss, and he overthrew his intended receiver down the field of Caleb Ince. And the Leopards now with 4 turnovers. Timeout, Lindsay. Looks like Ty Ferguson will be headed into the game, but let's take a 30-second timeout. We'll come back to Reimer Center right after this. This is Leopard basketball presented by the First National Bank on KBLP Live. Dragon basketball out of the timeout. 2:35 left here in the first quarter. Purcell with a 10-point lead at 12-2. Tommy Ferguson. How about Ty Ferguson in the ball game? All the way to the left corner, and that is a three-pointer from Braden Tharp that's on the way and good. That's the third 3 of the quarter for Purcell, and they've got a 15-2 lead. Henson on the handle. Evans picks him up top of the key. Jaden Watts on the left wing, and the pass intended for Ferguson is stolen away, and the layup from Freeman is up and good.
Yeah.
Ferguson inside, pass tipped. And I don't have a name for 32 yet. We're working on that for the Purcell. If there's a steal, the Leopards with another turnover, and Freeman with another wide open layup at the other end. Leopards have not started this game well with 6 turnovers and down by 17. We've still got a minute and a half to go in the first quarter. I knew this would be a good Purcell team, but the Leopard offense is really struggling here. Yeah. Ferguson has it top of the key, and there is another turnover. Braden Tharp will have a wide open layup at the other end. Turnovers are absolutely killing the Leopards. Henson again. Gets the screen, the jumper up and good. Stops the bleeding some as the Leopards still trail 17-4. Freeman will bring it up. Ferguson meets him at midcourt. Ferguson does a good job of staying in front of him. Tharp has it left side, goes down underneath the ice, and misses the shot. Freeman has a wide open 3. That one doesn't go either, and Caleb Ince will come away with it for the Leopards. Pushes it out, takes it himself all the way down, and they're going to call the charging foul on Caleb. That was a very late whistle, but Ince gets his first, team's 4th. Kennedy will return along with Bryson Watts for the Leopards.
Gustavo Torres
is 32.
Yep. Freshman.
Evans on the handle as Eubank has returned and replaced Freeman. Number 4 is Noah Mason, who's into the game also for Purcell. Up top, Eubank run off the three-point line by Inns. He'll work to the right wing. On the handle, comes back out to Evans. Henson stays with him, flies past. Evans can't get the shot at the buzzer. And 21-4. Purcell with a 17-point lead at the end of one. We'll send it back to Andrew. We'll take a timeout, come back to the Reimer Center after this. Live coverage of Leopard basketball is brought to you by the First National Bank here on KBLP Live.
Hey Leopard fans, this is Nick Johnson from First Baptist Church Lindsay. At First Baptist Church, we are a family ministry and desire to faithfully proclaim the gospel in Lindsay and beyond. We would like to invite you to join us every Sunday for worship at 9 a.m. and Sunday school following at 10:15. Our Wednesday evening activities start with dinner at 5:50, and then we have Bible studies for children, youth, and adults starting at 6:30. First Baptist Church is proud to support the Lindsay Leopards, and we wish all of our student athletes a successful season. From all of us at First Baptist Church Lindsay, go Leopards!
Back here at the Reimer Center, 21-4. The Dragons with a 17-point lead. It has been all Purcell here in this one so far.
Yeah.
And it will be Purcell basketball to start.
Turnovers just really hurt. And, you know, they shot 6 for 10 from 3-point or from 2-point range, and probably all 6 of those were layups off of turnovers.
Yep, we had 7 turnovers in that first half. Yep. Points off of turnovers would not look good right now for the Leopards.
No, not at all.
Evans will get the inbound from Eubank. Henson stays with him, comes left side over to Gallion. Gallion works inside on Kennedy, goes over into the right corner. That is number 3, Jet Tyler, who checked in during that timeout. Mason comes back over to Tyler. And then Leopards come up with a turnover of their own. Now see if we can convert it to points. Henson comes up top to Kennedy. Hands it back to Henson. We'll set the offense up. Eubank picks him up top of the key. Bryson, right side. Ince to the high post. Kennedy turns around, and we're going to get a foul called, I think, on Brody Gallion.
Yep.
Kennedy went up, was actually just going to pass that. So that'll be Brody's first and the 4th team foul. Evans will check out. Freeman checks back in for the Dragons. Jaden lobs to Kennedy in the lane, and he'll put it up and in, and he'll get foul number 2 on Brody Gallion just that quick. And Ryan Kennedy with an and one opportunity, and Leopards finally getting some points on the board here. Kennedy at the line to finish the three-point play. And he does. Has 5 of the Leopards' 7 points. It's 21-7 Purcell. Still early here in the second quarter. Freeman on the handle. Bryson Watts on him. Drives down, leaves it out to the left side. Eubank into the left corner. 3 from Mason on the way is an air ball. Bryson Watts with the rebound for the Leopards. Henson pushes that up. Has Freeman giving chase. Henson again down in the lane. Goes out to Watts. Bryson for 3. No, too strong. Noah Mason with the miss for Purcell. Freeman pushes it ahead. Kennedy picks him up on the right wing. And great defense underneath. And even better dive on the floor right there for Ryan Kennedy to come up with the loose ball. And then we're going to get a foul, I think, on Hayden Ice as he tried to go grab the ball and fouls Kennedy.
Yep.
Ice will pick up his second.
Yeah, great job by Jaden knocking that away, and then Ryan Kennedy with the extra hustle diving for that, and then Ice jumping on top of him and getting a foul.
Well, we'll keep it here for this timeout. We talked about the fact the Leopards and Leopardettes will be at home Tuesday night against Marlowe, but next Thursday, Friday, Saturday, we will travel to Latta, the Latta Panther Classic down there by Ada. and the Lindsay Leopards and Leopardettes will play on Thursday. The girls will play Latta at 6:30 Thursday night. Leopardettes a 4 seed in that tournament over there, Latta the 5 seed. And then the Lindsay Leopards actually play an early game that day, 2:45 in the afternoon. Lindsay boys come in as a 1 seed in that game, and they'll play Crowder at 2:45 on Thursday. And Henson will get caught for carrying the basketball, and the Leopards have 8 turnovers.
Yeah, I think he was fixing to pass it, and then they jumped out in the passing lane, and he kind of carried it a little bit.
And Purcell's done a great job of anticipating those passes. That's how they've come up with so many turnovers here. The Leopards are going to do some backdoor cuts or something to kind of help stop that anticipation. Freeman on the handle out between the rings. Goes into the right corner. Evans skip it. Pass is tipped by Ince. Ensign with the miss. Bryson Watts with the layup at the other end in transition. The Leopards get a turnover and some points of their own off the other end.
Yeah, we needed that.
21-9. Leopards are on a little run here, a little 5-0 run going back to the start of this quarter. Freeman over to Evans, into the right corner for Eubank, underneath Ice. And he actually put a shoulder to Ryan Kennedy and drew the offensive charge. And that'll be foul number 3 on Hayden Ice.
Yeah, that's huge.
21-9. Leopards down by 12. And they just picked up the 3rd personal on the big man for the Dragons. Kennedy gets it out on the right wing underneath, and we'll get a bump from behind now on Kobe Freeman.
Well, that'll be a 1-and-1 now.
Yep, that'll be the 8th team foul. So Freeman picks up his first. And Bryson Watts will head to the free throw line. Again, Leopards start this quarter on a 5-0 run and looking to extend that here. Front end of 1-and-1 is good. Makes it an 11-point game. And one more coming up here for Bryson Watts. And can't get that one to drop. Mason comes away with the rebound. Evans on the handle. Slips trying to get around Henson. Freeman will get it back. He looks to penetrate, steps back, goes into the corner. Mason down the lane, rejected. Ryan Kennedy blew that one up.
Yeah, great block.
And then Kennedy attacks, and he will get just handheld all the way down. Hayden Renfro had his shot blocked, made sure that Kennedy wasn't going to get something at the other end. And they actually, see, they did call a foul on. They will get it on Renfro.
No, that's not. That's.
So Renfro's first is the 9th team foul, and Ryan Kennedy heads back to the free throw line to shoot 2. Actually, they call it a 1-and-1, but he'll get the front one to go anyway. The Leopards on a 7-0 run here to start the quarter. They've cut it to a 10-point game. They can make it single digits with a free throw here from Ryan Kennedy. And he can't get it to go. Evans comes away with the rebound. He'll push the other way quickly. Spin move, fell down. Ryan Kennedy comes up with it. The Leopards have a 2-on-2 break, and they get it over to Jaden Watts, who can't get it to go, and they're going to call an offensive foul on Jaden Watts. His first and 4th team foul on the Leopards.
Yeah, just, I don't know. It's like every time somebody goes in there, they're calling a charge.
Well, they end up calling that on Caleb Ince. And Caleb was not the one with the basketball. So the official makes a call, but he can't figure out who he made the call on. I think they're going to.
Yeah,
they changed it. They did go to 33.
Yeah.
Freeman on the handle. Comes up top, Eubank. Over on the right wing to Tharp. Mason from the elbow. Comes back left side to Tharp into the corner for Eubank. Ince stays on him. Freeman gets it back. We go under 5 minutes to go in the half. Floater in the lane for Freeman won't go, but he'll draw contact and head to the free throw line. That'll go on Bryson Watts, his first. And Kobe Freeman goes to the line for the first time tonight. He's got 8 points. 6 of those 8 were turnovers that led to wide open layups. But he's trying to extend that 10-point lead that Purcell has. And that free throw bounces around a few times and then falls in. Second free throw from Kobe Freeman. And that one will drop as well. He's in double figures already with 10. 23-11, 12-point lead for the Dragons as Henson races up the floor and gets Kobe Freeman to pick up his second personal. And Leopards in the double bonus now, means 2 free throws coming up here for Mitchell Henson. A chance to cut this back to a 10-point game. And they're saying 1-1 still. But that, again, really doesn't, that's the 10th team foul. Yeah. I'm not sure why. And Henson converts both. He's got 4 in the ball game, and it's back to a 10-point game, 23-13 Purcell. 4:45 left here in the first half. Freeman on the handle, works to the left wing. Backdoor cut, goes all the way back up top to Eubank. Ince did a great job of staying home with him. Freeman all the way to the free throw line. Floater again, got the kind roll, and Kobe Freeman has got 12 now. It's back to a 12-point lead. Henson penetrates, stops, turns around, left it short. Falling back on that one, didn't get enough on it. Freeman the rebound. Over in the corner to Tharp, and brings it back out. Freeman down the lane, runs over Caleb Ince and didn't blow in the whistles. Kennedy comes away with it for the Leopards. They'll slow it down, set it up. Henson works toward the left side, now back over toward the right side. That is the number 30. That is a Creed Taylor in the ballgame for the Leopards, and we're going to get a reach in from behind as they lob it inside for Kennedy. And Hayden Renfro picks up his second. And Kennedy will go right back to the free throw line. This will be his 4th and 5th free throws of the quarter. And that one is up and good. He's now 3 out of 4 at the line. Makes it an 11-point Purcell lead. Ty Ferguson back in the ballgame for the Leopards. As Kennedy will get the second one to fall through as well. Make it a 10-point game at 25-15. We've got 3:49 left to go here in the first half. Tharp has it right wing. Comes back left side to Eubank, over into the left corner. Renfro on the handle, comes back to the right side to Mason, into the right corner for Tharp. Down the baseline. And double teamed, got around him. Rebound is taken by Ryan Kennedy, and then he'll get reached in on and fouled. And I think they'll get that one on Tharp. His first, and again, the Leopards back at the free throw line. It's been a difference in the ball game. Purcell's only shot 3 free throws this whole first half. The Leopards in this quarter have got 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. This will be their 10th and 11th. As Kennedy drains that one, makes it a single-digit lead now at 25-16. And now make it 25-17, an 8-point ball game.
Yeah, and great job of hanging in there after that big first quarter from Purcell.
Eubank gets around Taylor. And then Taylor knocks it loose. It's on the floor. Taylor comes up with it. Got it to Ferguson. What a great job by Creed Taylor. Caleb Ince will pull it back out. Taylor goes to Jaden Watts between the rings. 3 minutes to go. Leopards down by 8 with the basketball. Kennedy against Evans. Put it up and in.
Yeah, with the ice out of there, They can definitely take advantage of going inside right there.
6-point game. 25-19 Leopards, down by 6. Eubank left side. Taylor on him. He'll work toward the top of the key, go back left, flip it behind him to Tharp. Back up between the circles goes to Renfro. Evans fires a 3. Rainbow 3 is off. Caleb Ince with the rebound for the Leopards. Taylor will bring it up the floor. Ince gets it. Right side, Ferguson. Back out to Ince. Back over to Jaden Watts. Tried to lob it inside. Great defensive play right there from Eubank. And then a reach-in foul from behind on Creed Taylor. His first. That'll be the 16th foul on the Leopards. Or the 7th. That is the 7th. So that will put Lincoln Eubank at the free throw line. Eubank hit a 3 early in this ball game on that early run by the Dragons, and they have not let him have much since.
Yeah, I think that was the first points of the game.
He does hit the free throw there to give him 4 in the ball game. Pushes the lead to 7. Gallion returns for the Dragons as Renfro will have a seat.
Yeah, trying to get a little more size in there.
Eubank hits both. He's got 5, and it's 27-19, back to an 8-point game. Bryson Watts goes to baseline. Kennedy to right elbow, all the way to the left corner. Jaden Watts for 3. No. Eubank with the miss underneath. Evans pushes it up. Ince cuts off his drive. Gallion in the corner. And Kennedy stole it away from him. Dribbled it off of his foot. It's loose on the floor, and Purcell finally comes up with it. Mason can't finish. Jaden Watts with the miss.
Oh.
Kennedy at the other end of the floor, and finally got it over to Caleb Ince, and Ince can't finish. Jaden Watts another rebound. Ince for 3 right side. No. Jaden Watts another rebound. Lost it though, and they're going to say Watts the last to touch it.
A whole lot of action right there. not any points scored, but
yeah. So they will get Eubank out of the game as Renfro returns. And he's got the ball with Ince out on him. Going underneath, Gallion. Back out to Renfro, drives the left side of the lane, and then Ince with the anticipation and the steal, and they'll get the foul on Braden Tharp, his second. And again, there's Caleb Ince just knows what's fixing to happen, anticipates that so well, and stole that pass. And that's the 6th turnover on the Dragons, and Ince goes to the line for 2.
Yeah, fouls are mounting up there for Purcell. They've got three players with 2 fouls and 1 with 3, if I'm correct.
Ooh, and Ince can't get that one to drop. Yeah, I do. I actually have 4 players with 2 fouls and 1 with 3.
Yeah.
And so Leopards in much better shape in that category. Ince second free throw on the way. That one will drop in, his first point of the game. 27-20, 7-point lead for the Dragons. We're just under a minute to go here in the half. Freeman on the handle. Bryson Watts picks him up, comes left side. Tharp sends it over to Jet Tyler, who skips it over to Freeman. Freeman looking for Gallion underneath, can't get there. Long pass back over to Evans, back up top. Tyler traveled with it. Yep. 7th turnover on Purcell. And the Leopards will have it down 7 with 36 seconds to go here in the half. So Henson will bring it up. Tyler will pick him up as he crosses the timeline. Jaden Watts back over to Henson. Back over to Watts. Leopards looking like they're going to try to run this down for one shot here.
Well, they're in a 2-3 zone. Purcell made the adjustment.
So Henson stands with it if we hit 15. Goes down to 10. Now they'll go into motion. Henson Oh, nearly traveled with it. What a job of keeping that foot. Jaden Watts down the baseline. Jumper doesn't go. Rebound is pulled down, and that'll be the end of the first half. So the Leopards ended up down 17 at the end of one, and they outscored Purcell 16-6 in that second quarter to be down by 7 here at halftime, 27-20. Send it over to Andrew. We'll be back after this. This is the First National Bank halftime show from the Reimer Center in Purcell, brought to you by the First National Bank here on KBLP.
Tailored Creative Services is your one-stop shop for all of your creative needs. Find me on Facebook at Tailored Creative Services so we can talk about your next project. Tailored.
Are you caring for an aging parent or other loved one at home? It's important to know you're not alone. Hi, this is Connie Upton with Abiding Home Health. The people we serve have a variety of needs, of acute illnesses to individuals who require health care assistance to live independently at home. Our goal is to make a difference in the short and long-term care of each patient. For more information, visit us online at abidinghomehealth.com. Abiding Home Health, creating personal, positive changes and transformations.
Tonight's football broadcast is brought to you in part by the City of Lindsay, proud supporters of Lindsay Leopard football and all student endeavors at Lindsay Public Schools. Keep up with local information and events at cityoflindsay.com, which now offers easy online bill pay. Good luck to the Leopards this football season from the City of Lindsay.
Clements Insurance provides insurance coverage to best suit your needs. We offer auto, home, farm, life, and business policies. Come by 109 West Chickasaw or call 405-756-2253. Clements Insurance is carrying on the tradition to satisfy you. So come see me, Keith, or Beth. Go Lindsay.
Oklahoma's weather being unpredictable, you need a trusted roofing company. At Legacy Roofing and Construction, we are proud to serve Lindsay, Oklahoma, and the surrounding areas. Call Legacy Roofing and Construction for a free estimate at 405-756-8855 or visit our website at legacy-roofing.com.
Get your game day, or any day, off to a great start with Hot Mess Coffee at 213 South Main in Lindsay. Hot Mess Coffee Co. offers coffees, lattes, teas, and other tasty beverages, plus great food, too. Good luck to the Lindsay Leopards from Hot Mess Coffee Co. and Java House Realty at 213 South Main in Lindsay.
The Aaron Springs Baptist Church is a proud supporter of the Lindsay Leopard football team and would like to invite you to join them for Sunday school at 9:30, Sunday morning worship services at 10:45, Sunday evenings at 6, and Wednesdays at 7. Good luck, Leopards, from everybody at Aaron Springs Baptist Church.
At Rural Electric Cooperative, we're committed to providing electric power and opportunity to the many areas our members call home. That includes supporting youth programs that teach life skills and build character. With REC, you're more than a customer, you're a member owner. And that's why we're always working hard to provide you with the most dependable electric power possible. As a Touchstone Energy Cooperative, REC is dedicated to providing the best service possible and supporting the communities in our service area.
Broadcast of Lindsay Leopard Football is brought to you by your friends at Physical Therapy Central, 301 East Cherokee Street in Lindsay. When you're ready to take that first step towards living a pain-free life, let Physical Therapy Central create a treatment plan just for you. Call 405-756-2324. Visit ptcentral.org or come by 301 East Cherokee in Lindsay. Good luck, Leopards, from Physical Therapy Central.
Back here at halftime at the Reimer Center, Greg Peary, Glenn Shoemake, Andrew, and Cece Lyon here with us. Mariana Miller back at the studio. Leopards down by 7, 27-20 to Purcell. Our unofficial stats from the first half. 12 points for Kobe Freeman, leads the way for Purcell. And then Malachi Evans, Braden Tharp, and Lincoln Eubank all have 5 points apiece to round out the scoring for Purcell. I had Purcell 4 of 5 from the free throw line in that first half. For the Leopards, Ryan Kennedy had 12. He's already in double figures with his 12 points. 4 from Mitchell Henson, 3 from Bryson Watson, a free throw from Caleb Ince rounds out the scoring for the Leopards, who went 10 of 13 from the free throw line. Leopards had 9 turnovers in that first half, and Purcell with 7. And I've got Purcell with a one rebound edge over the Leopards. Over to Glenn.
Yeah, the first quarter, Purcell outscored the Leopards 21-4, and a lot of that was on 2-point shooting, on layups off of turnovers. They were 6 for 10 from 2-point range. The Leopards were 2 for 7. Also, Purcell shot well from the three-point line that first quarter. They were 3 for 6, and the Leopards didn't take a three-point shot that first quarter. Purcell was 0 for 1 from the free throw line, and Lindsay was 0 for 0, did not take a free throw. The second quarter was flip-flopped, where Purcell only scored 6 points to Lindsay's 16, and the majority of that was from 2-point range, 3 for 6 from 2-point range for the Leopards, and 1 for 5 from Purcell as they struggled there. And Lindsay is 10 for 13 in the second quarter from the free throw line to pull the lead back down to 7 here headed into the second half.
Well, if you look at the other side of that, and this is where Ryan Kennedy came big in that second quarter when Hayden Nice picked up that third foul and had to go sit. Yeah. And he scored 10 of his 12 in that second half, and he scored 6 of those 10 from the free throw line. So this is going to be big. Hayden Nice is back out there on the floor to start this third quarter, but he picks up a fourth one here early. You got to like the Leopards' chances down the stretch.
Yeah, he's good. Hayden's going to have to make sure he plays smart and stays on the floor for Purcell, but he is the one neutralizer that they have for Ryan Kennedy. And without him on the floor, Ryan kind of did what he wanted there and pulled the Leopards back.
So Freeman will have the ball for the Dragons as we start the third quarter. Evans gets it over on the right wing. The screen from Gallion goes back left side to Eubank. Back up underneath. Ice turns around on Kennedy. Muscles his way in, but can't connect on the shot. Kennedy will come away with the rebound. Henson will walk it up for the Leopards. Right side, Jaden. And again, there's Freeman anticipating that pass, and he gets a wide open layup the other end. He started that ball game that way. You cannot just lob that pass out there, and the Leopards are down 9. Bryson left side, back to Henson. Henson lost the handle on it, and the Leopards, 2 turnovers on your first 2 possessions. Now you're back to the way you started the ball game.
Yeah, not good.
So Ice is going to set Renfro back in the ball game for the Dragons.
I think Coach Raper is going to be trying to buy minutes, as many minutes as he can, based on the score. So sits Ice right now.
Gallion gets around to Ince. Freeman to Evans. Back to Freeman down the baseline. Lobbed it inside. Kennedy stalled the pass intended for Gallion. Got it to Jaden Watts. Back to Kennedy. Real free throw line, or elbow jumper. Doesn't go, but There is Caleb Ince with the rebound and the putback.
Yeah, great anticipation, great follow, and pulls it back within 7.
6:40 to go here in the third. Renfro sets the screen for Evans. Comes to Gallion. Gallion works on Jaden. Over into the corner for Freeman. Down the baseline. Skip pass to Eubank. Wide open three. And yes, it's money. You cannot let him have that shot. 8 points now for Lincoln Eubank, and it takes the lead back out to 10.
Yeah, I don't know how you can't sink off that guy.
At all. Yeah. Ince to Jaden. Back over to Ince. Looking for Kennedy, and Renfro knocked it away but couldn't catch up to it, and it'll go out of bounds. Great defense underneath there that time from Hayden Renfro.
Yeah, anticipated, jumped in front right there. And fortunately for the Leopards, it went out of bounds off of him.
So Caleb Ince to inbound baseline into the right corner. And again, you just turn and throw it, and there is Freeman stealing it away again. Luckily, the Leopards, and this Henson returning the favor. Takes it right into the lane, elevates, and puts it in.
Yeah, big basket. Cuts the lead back down to 8.
5:35 left here in the third. Freeman goes left side to Eubank. Back to Freeman in the corner, again down the baseline. The left-hander, and they're going to get the blocking foul called on Caleb Ince this time, as Caleb will pick up his second. Freeman will head to the free throw line.
That may be the first block I've seen him call on that situation.
Free throw not good for Freeman. Leopards with the basketball. Evans trying to stop Henson. Watts, Jaden. The lob inside, intended for Ince, is tipped away. Here comes Freeman, 1-on-2, steps through and got it.
Ooh, that was smooth move.
Yep,
right there.
That was a pretty shot. I hate to admit, but it was.
Yep.
36-24. Inside Kennedy, turns around on Renfro, too strong. Freeman with the rebound. He'll push the other way. Kennedy disrupts his flow, and he'll have to reset it. Renfro left wing. Over into the left corner for Eubank. Back to Evans, picked up by Henson. Inside Renfro, free throw line, turns around on Bryson Watts. Tough shot, got it to go. And it's right back to a 14-point game. Leopards had this down to 7. Jaden right wing. Gets around Eubank in the lane. Nice job. Jaden Watts from the drive. 38-26. Back to a 12-point game. Freeman on the handle. Up between the circles to Evans, to Eubank. And then Freeman can't catch up to the pass from Eubank, and that'll be turnover Purcell. Leopards will get it back, down 12, 3:49 left, and Eubank will check out. Braden Tharp checks back in. And Henson in the backcourt. Watts to Jaden Watts. Inside Kennedy, turn around on Renfro, and one. Nice bounce off the glass for Ryan Kennedy, 14 points, and he's going right back to the free throw line off of Hayden Renfro's third personal.
Yeah, and Renfro was just trying to push him out right there and just kept pushing, and they got him for the foul. But good job of Ryan taking the contact and finishing the shot.
Yeah, Ryan can't finish the free throw, and Jaden Watts can't come up with a rebound, but neither can Braden Tharp, and it'll be Leopard basketball. $38-28, 10-point game. Leopards now with the basketball. On the baseline, they're into the floor. Henson gets it in the corner. He'll bring it back up and set the offense. Tharp picks him up there. Watts to Ince. To Jaden Watts. Jaden looks to penetrate. They pull off of him, and they're going to call a travel on Jaden Watts.
I didn't see that.
I'm not sure I did either. I might see a charge before I saw a travel, but
yeah.
38-28, Purcell, 3:20 left to go in the third.
Yep.
Yeah. Evans to Freeman. Watts stays with him. Back over to Malachi Evans, and Evans travels it. It's the fourth turnover on the Dragons here in the quarter. And that will get to Noah Mason off the bench for Coach Raper. And Evans will have a seat. Freeman in the backcourt with some token pressure. Henson will bring it up. And tried to get that over to Bryson Watts. And again, Freeman on the defense disrupts it. And the Leopards with their fifth turnover. That's 14 now in the ball game.
Yeah, I've noticed Ice is back in the game, but he's not covering Ryan Kennedy.
Freeman tries to get around Bryson Watts. Doesn't get it done. Tharp from the left wing. Underneath, tried to force it to Gallion. A little small on the floor, but guess who comes up with it? Freeman, and the reverse layup doesn't drop. Freeman nearly came up with yet another steal. The man is everywhere, and he's just a sophomore.
Yeah. He tried to put a little too much mustard on that last shot. He's a good one, though.
So Lincoln Eubank returns for the Dragons along with Malachi Evans. And he's pulling Ice off the floor again. So Henson will bring it up as Evans keeps him honest. And Henson back over to Jaden Watts. Tried to lob it in there. Lincoln Eubank again rejects that pass. Henson tries to drive in. Got Malachi Evans skating backwards. Missed it, but there's Caleb Ince. His shot rejected by Gallion. But it comes back up top to Jaden Watts. Ince picks up his dribble, needs some help. And Henson gets around his man, right elbow jumper for Henson, up and good. He's got 8 in the ball game, and the Leopards have got it down to an 8-point game, 38-30. And there's Freeman on the drive, and Eubank wide open, misses one. And the number 22 is Bryce Cater, who's in the ball game for the Leopards. I missed getting him in. Comes up with that rebound. Underneath for Kennedy, and they're going to get a push underneath on Brody Gallion, and that'll be his third. Second team foul. And Cater will check right back out. Bryson Watts is in. And Gallion will check out with that third personal. And Renfro back in the ball game. They'll lob it for Kennedy. He'll send it out to Bryson Watts for 3, and it's good. 38-33. Leopards back within 5, 1:15 to go in the third.
Yeah, our first three of the year.
Freeman threw that one wide left of Lincoln Eubank and out of bounds. That is now the 12th turnover in the game for the Dragons. Henson nearly lost it, did lose it. Freeman knocked it loose as he tried to make the spin move. They get it to Freeman, steps around Henson, and the shot partially blocked by Freeman. Ince comes up with the miss, and he'll get the push on behind from Caleb Ince. And actually they call the foul on Evans.
Malachi Evans.
Evans second. Third team foul. We're not shooting free throws yet. We're under a minute to go in the third. Leopards with the ball down by 5. Jaden Watts gets around Eubanks. Bryson Watts, top of the key, has Freeman on him. Henson to Ince, underneath Kennedy, turns around on Renfro, skips across, no good. Freeman with the rebound. And he will pull up. Dragons may likely go for a final shot here. 25 seconds left in the quarter. Freeman with Bryson Watts on him. And timeout called by Coach Raper with 22 seconds left in the third.
Yeah, I think he was fixing to get a 5-second count, and Raper saw it. So
we'll keep it here for this one with just 22 seconds left in the quarter. Again, we were talking at halftime just as we were coming back to action, but Leopards and Leopardettes back home on Tuesday at Leopard Arena against Marlowe. And then Thursday, Friday, Saturday down at Latta for the Latta Panther Classic. Boys will play Crowder at 2:45 Thursday afternoon, and then the girls play Latta Thursday night at 6:30. Other games down there, Washington will be in that tournament down there, the Washington Warriors and Lady Warriors. And Washington will play Kyle at 5:15. That is the boys' game on Thursday. Washington girls, the 1 seed in that tournament, will take on Crowder girls at 4 o'clock. So for our Washington fans who might be listening, who I'm sure none of them are, they're all watching the Washington football game.
Yeah.
So I guess I should probably have checked to see how they're doing in that ball game, but as we come out of the timeout, 38-33, it'll be Purcell basketball with 22 seconds left to go here in the third. And it looks like Renfro will actually bring this in from the sideline. Freeman gets it in the backcourt. It cost of 20. Watts stays out there with Freeman. Down to 13, down to 12, down to 10. Evans back to Freeman. Freeman nearly lost the handle. Looks to penetrate, drives in, steps through, won't get it to go, but he'll get a foul, and they'll call it on the drive. So it was just with 4 seconds left that we're bringing it in on the baseline. And I think they got that on Caleb Ince.
Yeah.
That'll be his second. And just the second team foul. Actually, just the first team foul. So they've got 3 on Ince. Shot at the buzzer for Freeman. Holy cow. 3 is good, and that'll end the third quarter. 41-33, Purcell by 8. We're back with the fourth quarter right after this. This is Leopard basketball. It's brought to you by the First National Bank here on KBLP Live.
The Board of Directors, physicians, and employees of the Lindsay Municipal Hospital would like to take this time to recognize the Lindsay High School football team, the coaches, and players. Good luck, Leopards, from your fans at the Lindsay Municipal Hospital. And remember, if a medical emergency arises, call or visit the Lindsay Municipal Hospital, another Leopard supporter. Tonight's broadcast of Lindsay Leopard football brought to you by Jerry Tucker Roustabout, providing all of your general oil field maintenance needs, including roustabout services, swabbing, crane services, rock hauling, and dirt work. Good luck, Leopards, from Jerry Tucker Roustabout.
If you find yourself in Chickasha, Oklahoma, stop by Legends Pub House and Venue for lunch or supper. Legends also brings you some of the best concerts around. Everyone at Legends would like to wish the Lindsay Leopards good luck this football season. Go Leopards!
41-33, Purcell leads by 8, but the Leopards have the ball coming out of the timeout, start the fourth quarter. Ice back in the ball game for Purcell. Some problems with the clock here. Yeah. Henson in the backcourt to get it underway. Gets around Evans. Reverses, goes to the high post to Kennedy. Turns around, double team. Sends it out right side. Ince in the short corner. He'll pull it back out. Bryson Watts back out to Henson.
Yeah, they're in a matchup. A matchup 2-3. A matchup 3-2.
Henson, free throw line jumper for Jaden Watts. No. Kennedy, rebound tipped 2 or 3 times, and finally Freeman will corral it. Eubank to Renfro, free throw line jumper, off the mark. Caleb Ince tracks it down in the corner. Henson brings it across for the Leopards. Left side, Ince. Oh, had Henson underneath. He didn't see him. Back to Ince. Ince for 3. No. Rebound, Brian Kennedy, though, and lost it going up. At the other end, Freeman, they're going to get a blocking call. Bryson Watts tried to take the charge on Freeman. It didn't work. And Freeman will head to the free throw line.
Bucket counted.
Yep. 43-33, back to a 10-point game. And can't get the free throw to drop. Leopards down by 10 with the basketball. 6:45 to go in the ball game. Henson. Jaden Watts on the wing. Picked up by Eubank. Gets to the elbow. Sends it up top to Bryson. Left side Henson. Underneath. Kennedy. Got ice in the air. They're going to say he traveled with it on the head fake. Great job. Had it exactly what he wanted, but he just shuffled his feet. So now Purcell with a 10-point lead on the basketball. Freeman trying to get around Henson. Gets to the free throw line. Dumps it down for Ice. Ice back over to Renfro. He'll penetrate. Got around everybody. Laid it up and in.
Yeah, nice finish there by Renfro.
Absolutely.
He had bodies flying all over him, but he managed to squirt it up through there.
Henson takes it all the way to the elbow. Has to reverse back out to Bryson Watts. Sits to the left side to Ince. Got shoved down by Renfro. No whistle there. To the high post, Jaden Watts turns around, and Ice just picked up his 4th. Nice move from Jaden Watts to head down the lane. So 2 free throws coming up here for Jaden Watts. Who
they called that on Renfro.
Oh, really? He
Yeah.
sure did.
Yeah.
I'm not sure about that one.
Yep.
Break for the Dragons. That is the fourth foul still, but it's on Renfro instead of Ice.
Yeah.
Watts connects on his first, makes it 45-34. Second one coming up from Jaden Watts. That one's also perfect. Back to a 10-point game, 45-35. Purcell by 10. 5:45 left in the ball game. Freeman, left side. Eubank drives in, dumps it to Ice in the lane, off the glass and in for Hayden Ice. That's his first points of the game.
Yeah, I remember last year when they played over there, he had a lot of points.
Kennedy skip pass all the way to Bryson Watts, right corner for 3, and it's good.
Yeah,
Second 3 of the game for Watts.
Good find there by Ryan Kennedy. Unselfish right there because he could have taken the shot himself.
9-point Dragon lead. Freeman with Henson on him. Looks to penetrate. Gets to the elbow. Watts out to Eubank in the corner. Back to Freeman. Underneath. Ice. Spin move. Double team. Shot blocked by Kennedy. He'll pull down the loose ball. 6 rebounds on the night now for Kennedy. Henson trying to get away from Evans. Left side Ince, lob to the free throw line. Watts skip it back over to Bryson. Same thing. Yes! Count it for Bryson Watts. 3 threes, and it is a 6-point game.
Yeah, huge find right there by Jaden, finding his brother out there in the corner.
Freeman lobs up over the top of Kennedy. Jaden pulls it down, wisely hangs on to it. Leopards making a run here. Watts in the lane again. This time Bryson left corner. Gets around to the elbow. That one's too strong. And Lincoln Eubank pulls it down for the Dragons. 4 minutes left to go in the ball game. Purcell with a 6-point lead now. Nearly stolen away. Ice double teamed, goes out to Renfro. Back inside to Ice, steps around the baseline, comes over to Eubank for a wide open three. No, missed it. Rebound tip. Eubank got it back, and then Ince stole it away. And they're going to say he kicked it. So it'll be Purcell basketball, but Coach Raper wants a timeout. 3:41 left in the ball game. Leopards have pulled it back within 6. We'll take a 30-second timeout and be back after this. This is Leopard basketball. It's presented by the First National Bank here on KBLP Live.
The Shopper News Note isn't just another paper. The Shopper News Note is a weekly publication that arrives in your mailbox every Wednesday for free. The Shopper offers free Shopper Topper advertisements as well as news notes and classifieds. And everyone at the Shopper wishes the Lindsay Leopards good luck this season. Go Leopards!
Tailored Creative Services is your one-stop shop for all of your creative needs. Find me on Facebook at Tailored Creative Services so we can talk about your next project. Tailored
47-41, Purcell with a 6-point lead. But the Leopards refuse to go away. Some big threes in this quarter from Bryson Watts. In fact, he's got 3 of those in the second half. Has 11 points in the game, but Purcell with the ball out of the timeout. Malachi Evans fires a 3 that doesn't go, and Kennedy will claim it for the Leopards. Outlet for Henson. Taylor back in the ball game for the Leopards. Henson in the right corner underneath. Kennedy triple teamed, back out to Henson. Takes Freeman to the baseline. Jumper for Henson, up and good.
Yeah, big basket right there, cuts it to 4. You know, the tighter this score gets, the tighter Purcell's going to get.
Freeman and threw it away. Again, wide left of Malachi Evans, and that'll go as the 6th turnover in the half. It's 13 now in the ball game for the Dragons. Henson working on Evans, top of the key, comes to Taylor. Taylor. Bryson Watts. Left elbow jumper's off the mark. Freeman comes away with the miss and then turns it over. Leopards get it back. Creed Taylor for 3. No, up over the backboard and out of bounds. So Purcell basketball up by 4. 2:41 left in the ball game. Creed Taylor is out. Caleb Ince back in. And Freeman will bring it up for the Dragons. Henson on the defense. Freeman to Gallion on the left side. Comes back up top. Tharp got 2 guys in the air, gave it to Evans, who got the nice floater in the lane and the foul.
That's a tough one.
Yeah, that's just great ball movement there, and a great Renfro got his man in the air and found Evans coming down from the top of from the free throw line, and Evans hits a big shot right there. Foul was called on Bryson Watts, his second.
His third.
Third, I'm sorry.
Yeah. They've got it for 3.
Misses the free throw, however, does Malachi, and then the Leopards turn it over themselves at the other end. They now have 18 of those in the ball game. 6-point game, 2:05 left to go in the ball game. Freeman pushes it up, gets past Evans, throws it to Ice. Ice takes it right at Kennedy and gets the and one. Kennedy's going to have to learn to stay on the floor off that head fake.
Yeah, especially when you got a guy as big and strong. You know, down there in the first half, he stood there and took a charge from him. And Ice will lower his shoulder if you'll give him a chance.
So Ice with the and one here. Opportunity anyway. And it won't go. Rebound tipped, but Jaden Watts will hang on to it. 51-43. Purcell by 8. Leopards with the basketball. Henson drives all the way down, slips and falls. They're going to call the travel. And he did kind of that right knee.
Yeah.
Kind of extended there as he did that. He's slow to get up, but that's the second or third time I've seen him. Well, you know, he held on to his pivot foot over here a while ago because he slipped.
Yeah.
But Freeman again tries to get around Henson, and he'll slip and fall, but he'll get the bump from Henson on the way, and Mitchell will pick up his second. 16 fouls on the Leopards, so no free throws yet for the Dragons. We've got 1:44 to go in the ball game. It's an 8-point Purcell lead. And Purcell with the basketball. Renfro to trigger on the base on his, sideline in front of his own bench. They'll lob to Freeman out near the half line. Purcell may try to spread the floor right here, run some clock. Down with an 8-point lead, 1:35 to go. Evans on the handle. Bryson Watts on the defense. Has a count going. Still has it going, and we're going to get a 5-second count. Great defense by Bryson Watts.
Yeah.
I have to say that's a quick 5.
We'll take it.
But we'll take it. So Leopard basketball down by 8 with 1.5 minutes to go. Jaden Watts actually going to bring the ball up the floor. He's got Tharp on him. Tried to go over to Bryson, and Bryson went out of bounds with it. Not so sure that would have been off Freeman if he'd have let it go. But then again, there is, Kobe Freeman absolutely disrupting every pass he's anywhere near.
Yep.
We'll get Lincoln Eubank back in the ball game and replace Hayden Ice.
Yeah, I think
ball handlers and shooters in there.
Yeah, I think they're going to the spread right here and get Ice out. Not a very good free throw shooter, and you got your free throw shooters and your ball handlers on the floor now.
Freeman up top, nearly lost it. Took the bump from Henson, which probably should have been a foul, and now Ince will foul Malachi Evans.
Yep. That should put him in a 1-and-1.
Number 4 on Caleb, and 7th team foul, so 1-and-1 coming up now for Malachi Evans. And looks like they'll get 1-and-1 opportunity here to take this to a 10-point lead if he can get them both. Evans 0 for 2 at the line, though. And he'll drain that one when it really counts. Make it a 9-point game. And Ice is back in the ball game. He'll replace Tharp. Evans' second free throw on the way, and that one's good as well. 53-43 Purcell. We've got a minute to go. Kennedy stands with it top of the key. Takes Ice into the lane, spins, puts it up. No, but a foul. And Ice now has 4. Actually, just making sure here, because the last time I thought it was on him, it wasn't. It is on him. His 4th. Kennedy back to the free throw line. Kennedy with 14 points in that first half, 12 of them in the second quarter. Had 12 and a half in the first half, and he gets that one to drop, but that's just his 3rd point here in the second half. He has been quiet. So Ice will check out. Tharp is back in. 51 seconds in the ball game. 9-point Purcell lead, but Ryan Kennedy still has a free throw to go here, and he can't get the roll on that one. Eubank will claim it for the Dragons, and all the way at the other end, Tharp turned down the open layup, and then Eubank threw it away. Leopards in a hurry to get down the floor. 40 seconds left, down by 9. Got to get some shots up here, and there is Bryson Watts. Out to Jaden Watts. Jaden for three, and it's good. 47-53, 6-point game, and the Leopards force a turnover off the inbounds. 26 seconds left, 6-point game, and here comes Hayden Ice back in. And we're going to have a timeout called by the Lindsay Leopards. It's a 60-second. Let's take a 30-second timeout. Make sure we don't miss anything coming back. We'll be back after this. This is the live coverage of Leopard basketball presented by the First National Bank here on KBLP Live. (53-47). Dragons with a 6-point lead. This one's been fun.
Yeah.
After that first quarter.
Right, right.
Leopards got down by 17 by the end of that first quarter, and they fought back with 26 seconds left to go. They're bringing the ball in under their own basket, just down by 6. A basket right here to make this a one-possession game would be huge.
Yep.
Bryson to Kennedy in the left corner. Got to do something with it. Skip pass all the way over to Ince right side. Ince to the right elbow. Jumper is up, but no good. Rebound Eubank. Now you got a foul. And Henson finally will. 5th rebound of the night for Lincoln Eubank, and he'll go shoot free throws at the other end. That's the 8th team foul. And the number, they get that on
Caleb Ince.
Yeah, but I thought Caleb already had 4. Yeah, they'll go back and change it now.
Oh,
Henson's 3rd.
Oh, Henson, yeah.
So Eubank's 1-1. 2 for 2 at the line tonight. Make it 3 for 3. That's a 3-possession game now with 13 seconds left. This one's slipping away from the Leopards. And Eubank perfect at the line tonight, 4 for 4. 55-47, quickly the other way. Ince goes up for the shot. It gets blocked. Jaden Watts. Mitchell Henson wants to get a 3 off. Does, and it's way off at the buzzer. 55-47, the Leopards with a valiant effort of trying to come back after going down 17 in that first half, and they come back and end up losing by 8. 55-47, our final score. We'll send it back over to Andrew. We'll take a quick timeout, finish some final numbers, and be back to wrap it up from Purcell right after this. You're listening to Leopard Basketball, presented by the First National Bank here on KBLP.
Sooner Valve Repair in Lindsay would like to wish the Lindsay Leopards and Leopardettes all the best during this season. When need of a valve repair, come by Sooner Valve Repair at 106 Southwest 9th Street in Lindsay, Oklahoma, or call 405-756-1599. Good luck, Leopards, from Sooner Valve Repair in Lindsay.
Shannon's Beauty Salon would like to wish the Leopards and Leopardettes good luck this basketball season. And go KK!
Tonight's broadcast of Lindsay Leopard football is brought to you by the Lindsay United Methodist Church at 114 West Chickasaw Street. You're invited to come by this Sunday with Sunday school at 9:45 and weekly worship service beginning at 10:55. You can also tune in here for the live radio broadcast every Sunday morning at 11. Keep up with events and activities at lindsayumc.com. Here's to a blessed Leopard football season from everyone at the Lindsay United Methodist Church.
First National Bank of Lindsay is proud to be a sponsor of tonight's broadcast. Whether you're looking for a business loan, personal loan, or a certain type of deposit product, chances are we have what you're looking for. First National Bank, locally owned and operated, insured by FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Hey, Lindsay community. My name is Christian Torres, and I am the minister for the Lindsay Church of Christ. I would like to invite you to join us for worship Sundays at 10:45 a.m. and for Bible class Wednesdays at 7 p.m. Our address is 1205 West Cherokee Street. The Lindsay Church of Christ is a group of imperfect people who love God, His Word, and each other. And we love this community so much, and we pray that all the students and teachers have a great school year. Come and join us at the Lindsay Church of Christ.
Back here to wrap it up from the Reimer Center in Purcell, the Lindsay Leopards fall 55-47 in a hard-fought battle after, again, digging themselves too deep of a hole in that first quarter. Purcell started on a 7-0 run in that game, and they outscored the Leopards 21-4 in the first quarter. And then the Leopards came out. They went on a 7-0 run of their own to start the second quarter and had it down to manageable at 27-20 at halftime, but again, just could not pull it out. 55-47, the final score in this one. For Purcell, Kobe Freeman finishes with 23 points in the ball game, 12 in the first half, 11 in the second half, and finishes with 23 and 5 rebounds. Hayden Eubank also finishes, or Lincoln Eubank, I'm sorry, finishes. Had Hayden Renfro right under it, and I got Hayden Eubank out of that. Lincoln Eubank finishes with 10 in the ball game. He also had 5 rebounds to tie Freeman for the leading rebounder. 9 for Malachi Evans, 5 for Braden Tharp, and 4 apiece for Hayden Renfro and Hayden Ice. And I had Purcell 8 of 13 from the free throw line. The Lindsay Leopards end up with 3 players in double figures. Ryan Kennedy leads the way with 15, even though he had 12 at halftime, just had 3 here in the second half. 10 from Mitchell Henson, 12 from Bryson Watts. He had 3 threes there in that second half on that Leopard comeback there in that fourth quarter. 7 points from Jaden Watts. He had a big 3 there in the fourth quarter as well. And then 3 points from Caleb Ince rounds out the scoring for the Leopards, who went 13 of 18 from the free throw line. Leopards end up with 19 turnovers in the ball game, and Purcell ends up with 17. And I had the Leopards +1 on the glass as well. Send it over to Glenn for his final numbers.
Yeah, after getting down 17, they outscore Purcell by 10 in that second quarter, and then get beat by 1 in the third quarter, but play them even in the fourth quarter. So good job of bouncing back and not giving up. You get down 21-4, it'd be easy to hang your head, but outstanding performance from the Leopards. 2-point shooting wasn't as good the other night. I don't know that you can beat 78%, but we were exactly half of that, 39% from 2-point range, 40% from 3-point range. We did make some threes tonight. We were 0 for 8 the other night, 4 for 10 tonight for 40%. Still shooting good from the free throw line too, but just dug ourselves too big a hole to start there in the first quarter to be able to climb all the way back. Cut it close. I think we got within 4, didn't we?
We did. Got it down to where was we? We're at down to 6 at 40. You had it down to 4 at one point. Yes.
Yeah.
Had it at 43-47. We were down to 4 there in that fourth quarter. Just again, close, but just couldn't quite get over the hump. And again, just because of that deep hole you dug early.
Yeah.
You take that, something better happening in that first quarter, and you've got a chance down the stretch. But, hey, I tell you what, this is a great Purcell team. They're expecting big things. You bring back that much talent from a team that was just 1 win away from the state tournament last year. You expect that's where you're going back this year. So congrats again to the Dragons. They came away with the 55-47 win. And, of course, the Leopardettes lost earlier tonight as well, so they will head home for Tuesday night and take on the Marlowe Outlaws and the Levy Outlaws coming up on Tuesday. And, again, next Thursday, Friday, Saturday, we'll be down in Latta for the Latta Panther Classic. And the boys play at Thursday at 2:45, and the girls will play Latta at 6:30 on Thursday night. So that's where we'll be next Thursday, Friday, Saturday. For Glenn, he'd say a big prayer for JD and all of his family and the things, surgeries. Hope surgeries went well, and that all things are well with the Scruggs family down there.
Yep.
But missed you tonight, JD. Yep. You're just not. Andrew's a lot of fun, but
Andrew did good.
He did a great job. He really did. Yeah, we did have a rough start, but it was we got it under control and things went well once we did get it going. But a big thank you to Cece as well for coming and running the camera for tonight. She did a great job as well. For all of us at KBLP, my name is Greg Peary. For Glenn, for Andrew, for Cece, and for Brianna back at our studios, who also does a fantastic job of keeping things lined out back there. We're going to say goodnight from the Reimer Center. We'll see you back at Leopard Arena on Tuesday. Until we see you then, remember, whatever you do, always be a good sport.
First National Bank of Lindsay is proud to be a sponsor of tonight's broadcast. Whether you're looking for a business loan, personal loan, or a certain type of deposit product, chances are we have what you're looking for. First National Bank, locally owned and operated, insured by FDIC, Equal Housing Lender. Tailored Creative Services is your one-stop shop for all of your creative needs. Find me on Facebook at Tailored Creative Services so we can talk about your next project. Tailored